Honestly, this is probably season 2. Prologue, and now this is season 1. Hello, chat. Guess who exists? Not me. No. No. Nope, I can't. Why can I not touch it? There we go. Yeah! DM, there has to be a reason why the DM gave me so much DPS. It's not even funny anymore. If I get that bleed sword, it's done. Ugh, I, I'm gonna feel so disgusting. I gotta think about how to. I've got to think about how to play Reese in two completely different ways. But at least I know how Reese will play after trauma over. Are you kidding me? I got attacked again? Bruh.
Nah.
Eh. Jurgen, you want to pass the time 2 weeks? So that both me and Philianthor can get our stuff?
Um, I still want to get new armor for Jurgen.
Probably.
It shouldn't take too long or anything. I'm
Yeah.
like not aiming for anything fancy. If I run into like some super magical enchanted like studded leather armor, I'll probably go for it. But I'm just mostly upgrading from um the basic leather armor that he has on, and
Yep. Yeah, that's. You should definitely do that. For passing the time 2 weeks, you'll definitely have the time to do that.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's see what Mr. DM has planned for that. But yeah,
He's
it's
reading. He's not paying attention. Sorry. I'm playing Reese in a server I'm in. So far, and she's completely different. So I gotta remember.
really.
You have to remember, like, basically that Reese is in the future after she's dealt with all of her fun backstory.
Uh-huh.
And she's not. She's completely different. Like she's not even. She's not shy. She's not. She's just slightly socially awkward. and is also a fighter.
Alright. See, Ithel's online, but he's playing VR chat.
And there's Eldon.
Oh.
I called it. Oh my god. Eldon, what do you think about
What's up?
passing? What do you think about passing the time 2 weeks? Like, just get 2 weeks of downtime.
Uh,
He wants to skip to his goodies.
To me and Valianthor's good stuff.
Oh yeah, because
And
you both got good stuff.
And then you guys could probably like go commission things or go just straight up go buy things in those 2 weeks. Research.
well, the only thing I really need to buy is a magical two-handed weapon and get my boon. So I'll leave it up to the rest of the group because that won't take me more than maybe a day.
Yeah, and during the downtime, Reese will, if that does happen, Reese will definitely be researching. Like Reese will probably grab, I don't know, force grab a smart person, and go research the counselors and see if anything like this happened in the past.
Research.
Yes, research.
Well, we know we still have to do the. We have to get a guild building for all of us to be able to be in or rent or lease one. Still have to turn in the guild charter.
Yeah, we were trying to do that. I remember that. Poor Ithel had to I think he talked to his banker, his broker, or whatever the.
Well, he talked to his personal banker about it. His personal banker said that it'd be more economical to rent or lease a building. Probably in the docks area would be the cheapest.
You know, my close to my part of town.
Then we still need to sell off all the loot that we separated out as this is what we're selling, this is what we're keeping.
I thought I guess we didn't fully establish. We were making progress on that.
Yeah, I mean, we separated everything out, and we did mention it to everyone, like,
whatever you're putting in here is going to be sold.
I saw one of the tenants, like an item that you get, you have to like give it to the party to split. I don't like that.
To declare.
You have to declare
Not
it.
to give it to the party or split, but you have to say that you
have it. Okay, you have to say that I have it. Okay. Yeah, misunderstood. Because it's like if it was just like, I don't know, you have to like give it to someone else, like offer it to everyone before you take it. That's what I took it as, and I was like, oh, I don't like that. Miss Rogue,
Okay,
no likey.
There we go.
Inferno Towers, disgusting.
There we go. And then beautiful, beautiful.
okay, I'm back. My wife just called, and I have to go start dinner real quick. But yeah, last I remember, we did separate everything out, and it was pretty much, hey, if you want to keep anything, keep it in your inventory, like if you picked anything up. Otherwise, we're selling everything here. It's going to go to the party ledger because it's not something that anything that we sell from the dungeon is going to be sold and going to be party loot to buy potions, items that will benefit the party, and that includes personal magic items for stuff like, hey, I need a new sword. If it benefits the party, that's where we're going to be spending our party loot on. If it's something you personally want, that's where you spend the money out yourself, and then you can keep it without violating the guild charter or the guild tenants. And if you decide you want to keep something that the guild bought for you, you just have to buy it back at half price.
Unga bunga, my brain no understand. You'll
That was the
probably
entire
have to
thing that
remind me
in the
and Reese, the tenants, because forgetful, which is not good.
I think the last tenant we had that I posted in Discord was that all guild materials or guild property are to be turned over to the party if you decide to leave the guild, or it can be bought back at half market value, which is the discount that I was talking about, to where, say we get a really nice sword from the dungeon and you want to keep it, that's perfectly fine. But if you
Ha,
decide to leave
you
the
earned
guild,
that
you
sword?
have to pay.
No. You know your father you
No,
found in the dungeon? You have to buy him now.
Well, it comes back to the entire thing of it's any purchased items. Like if we go to town and buy an item for a specific guild member, and it costs like 500 gold, what it's going to end up being is, okay, well, now that you want to leave the guild, you have to pay the guild 250 gold in order to keep that item, or you can just turn the item over to the guild.
So here's my question. I'll probably I don't know, ask it when everybody else comes in, but the last tenant, the node tenants may be added after signing, so we're certain that those are all the tenants we needed. I mean, it looks actually pretty nice. Just looking at it, to me, I don't think we need a whole bunch of tenants.
Yeah.
To me, we can decide to add more later, but we'd have to go through a new guild. We'd have to get a new guild charter and either rename the guild or fill out the guild charter again and pay the gold ourselves. The reason that this is our first guild charter is because we got everything paid for by the council.
Oh yeah, fair
if
enough.
we want to redo anything, it's going to cost us money to redo anything.
This is delicious.
Why are frozen things so cold?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
Why
what's that
are frozen
crinkling
things
noise?
so cold?
That's me starting dinner.
Oh, okay. So, as soon as you guys have all agreed on these guild charter tenants, I'm gonna take away your ability to change them, like to alter the note. So make sure you have it how you want it.
Who dat? Oh. Mm.
Like the no discriminate. Okay. Oh my God. New party nickname. Oh, that's amazing.
I thought you'd like that one.
Where's it?
I get to make fun of Felianther for free. Let's go.
If he discriminates against you,
So, I could. That is so open because if he smacks me, I could take it as discrimination.
that's
Like,
Not if you
that's
deserve it.
not if I deserve it.
that's yeah, that's up
If-
to like party negotiations and stuff like that to be like, yeah, I can say that. Just like if you straight up like, I'm not giving you a holy sword, you're a goddamn demon. That's discrimination.
But I already have a holy sword.
But if he's just like, oh god, the little demon girl's running off again, that's not discrimination. You are a demon girl.
I am literally a demon child. Yes.
But if he does the entire thing of, oh god, the little demon girl's causing trouble again, just like all demons, that's discrimination.
That's no.
Demons are stealing our jobs again. That's discrimination.
And make sure you understand, it's only until we get either finish a dungeon run or finish a particular quest.
Yes. And Breeze thinks Felianthor is cool. So, that, there's that.
I'm just trying to think of the wording of how I worded all these things to make sure that there's nothing that we can possibly get screwed over by.
Right.
Or on the opposite coin, you purposefully add stuff in there that makes it easier for me to mess with, and we'll see how things go.
I've already changed the no intentional harm thing because originally it was no harm brought against party members.
And that would have been really fun. Especially with
But
the
then I
mask
thought about
still
that
in
and-
play. Oh yeah. Like something you could be tricked into intentional
I
harm,
still like
but that
the if you're
No,
I still like the if you die, you know your penalty is you have to get resurrected, and
Yes.
Tim's all like, "Damn it!"
if you die, the punishment
that
is
was-
revival.
that one itself could actually backfire on the rest of us because that means that if we don't revive them, we get punished according to our guild charter.
No. Immediate revival. Like you just get revived by
Well,
the magic in the contract.
I still like to. I
I'm
still
not
like
sure the contract magic is that strong.
I
That would be my
know.
entire thing.
I know.
And it doesn't,
Still,
and technically doesn't specify. I know the way I would think of it, and the entire thing would be, okay, you want to be revived? Well, okay, now you're an undead ghoul. You're revived.
oof.
you're revived, but
So that's why I didn't add that entire thing in, because I personally feel like that would backfire on us horribly, because it'd be, well, it's in your guild charter. Now you all have to go find a way to get the gold up and the everything we need to go revive this person, or you violated the guild charter, and we'd be disbanded as a group.
Alright, I'll just get something to drink and I'll be right on.
I have messaged Felianthor, but I have not heard back.
The only thing I could see being a problem is number 4, which is all acquired loot will be disclosed upon completion of dungeon or quest.
yeah, that could be screwed over like easily.
Well, that is a kind of a benefit and a, because that means that as soon as we got done with our quest, you would have had to have told us, hey, I got the mask. Because if you
So
didn't, then-
remember, that was all metagaming. She did not
Yeah.
know she had the mask. The only reason why I allowed it is because I thought it was funny. That immediately went into metagame. But whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The initial
persuaded the
Thing was, she didn't know she had a mask.
yeah, I rolled persuasion for fourth wall check and I got a natural 20. That's why you allowed it.
What about a 20?
well, see, that brings up the question. If someone sneaks something into our bag, say another group decides they didn't want to pay taxes on an item and they sneak it into our bag as we're leaving the dungeon, does that technically count against our guild charter because we were unaware of it, or it's the gray area there?
You're asking some pretty big questions.
Just put it as all knowingly acquired loot will be disclosed.
There you go.
And that just solves it.
Sounds good. Also, I was interpreting as so you acquire a shiny sword. You don't want to share a shiny sword with the rest of the party, or for whatever reason you don't want to disclose that you have shiny sword, but our charter forces you to do so anyway, kind of deal.
Correct.
No, my shiny sword.
Sword of +1 shining.
Yes.
Well, it's
Ithel. Now your turn for the question.
Plus 1 the shining. What?
Want to skip time forward 2 weeks so so that me and Felianthor get our good stuff.
Well, we have stuff to do in the 2 weeks. Like I said, we will talk about it at the start of the game.
Okay.
Which I suppose we are here.
Except
Alright.
for
So-
Felianthor.
Yeah, I
Sad.
messaged him. I haven't heard back. And I haven't seen him most of this week. So I'm not sure what's up. But he knew the time if he checks Discord, and like I said, I just messaged him, so who was doing the journal entry for last week?
Galeanthor.
Oh really? Wow.
I thought Felianthor did it last week, and I did it the week before.
Yeah, I don't
Felianthor
care.
got.
I don't care
Yeah.
who does it from this point on. Everyone's done it at least once.
No, he's
So-
talking about last week, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he did last. Oh no, he did. Never mind.
Oh,
He
did it
did
go
the
up
week-
to?
No, he did it the week before.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The
Okay.
week before. Okay. Yeah, I don't know then.
Either way, I don't actually care who does it. I would just like it to be done. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Anyways. Back over to the party table. So, you guys do have about 2 weeks of downtime. Some of you have tasks you want to complete. Some of you don't. So, what we're going to do for this 2 weeks of time, all role playing is encouraged, as always. But go ahead and let's roll our initiatives for the week. And we will start with that.
Alright.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Yes. All right. So character sheet.
Who is the highest intelligence of our group?
Wow, Jurgen. That's a nice roll there.
I need to.
I rolled low last week, I think,
Uh,
too.
I need to know who has the highest intelligence of the group.
Oh,
In the,
That's
I
like
request a
really
reroll.
metagaming. They don't have to tell you stats.
okay. I,
I rolled a 1. Can I reroll?
give me your intelligence. How smart are you?
well, who has that vest thing?
Do I have a best of initiative reroll?
If you're wearing it, you're wearing it. Are you wearing it? Means you'd be in a human form.
No, I'm not wearing it. I do. I have it in my.
Oh wait, don't I have advantage on
Purple
initiative? I
thing,
do.
I have it in my small belt patch.
All right, just making sure I didn't crit. Sorry.
Can you give me your advantage? I rolled a 1.
No.
Do I have the lucky feat?
The lucky feet.
I don't know if
You
it
have
already.
lucky
I don't even
feet?
know if
I
it
thought you were a
already-
slime.
Does it already roll it at advantage?
Slimes
I'm a-
don't have
I'm a-
feet.
I'm a lucky
Oh,
ooze.
it doesn't automatically roll initiative at advantage. You just have to roll it twice.
Oh no, it does. It says initiative style advantage. It probably does, but doesn't state it. It's
You
weird.
could try it. I don't know. I have not ever had to click that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does. All right. Anyways, so Reese, 2 weeks to wait till you get your weapon. How do you spend those 2 weeks?
All right, there are two spellcasters, Eldon and Ithil, right? Kinda.
Mhm. I mean, you've also seen Felianthros cast spells,
All right, yeah.
and you've also seen Jurgen cast spells. Everyone but you has cast spells.
Everybody but me has cast spells.
If you ask me, that's discrimination.
Yes, it is.
You gotta.
I'm
you
making
didn't go
stupid
Garcane
nicknames for
Trickster, did
everyone.
you?
I am now going up with stupid nicknames for everybody. Ha! Alright, no. I'm gonna go... See, I probably want to study, see if anything like this has happened, and around, what is Counselor Meanie? I don't even remember his name.
Travath?
Travas, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna study, try and see if I can find anything on strange happenings, I don't know, that revolve around him. Try and get more information on it.
What resources are you using
I have no
to
idea.
investigate this man? What sources of information are you trying to tap to get inside information on this High Counselor Mage?
Yeah, that's the hard part. Hmm.
If only you
Do
knew
you want to
someone who
know
used
all
to
the
work for
public
him.
information about him?
If only Felianthor was here. Hmm. I could just use Felianthor, but I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
Are you saying you want to spend your time finding out as much as you can from whatever resource?
From what? Yes.
All right. So, I want you to tell me what you're doing for this investigation because you are out investigating particular questions. Who is this man? What are his political ties? What are his abilities? You're going out there, you're looking to do that. Tell me how and where you go.
Hmm. Oh no.
AKA, tell me who you're painting a target, like who I can get to paint a target on your back for investigating.
Oh my god.
Or specifically what type of information I'm going to give you about him.
Okay.
Like if you go to the cat, so I'll give you some choices to get your brain thinking, and then we'll come back to you because this could end up being a thing. So if you go around talking to merchants and whatnot, he's a counselor. Maybe business owners and stuff will know about his political viewpoints. You go to the academy, you can talk to his students, maybe find out who
Yeah.
his teaching aides are, apprentices, whatever.
Now that
You
one
can
would
talk to
probably
them.
give me the most, but I have very high
You could
risk as
also
he is
go.
there.
You could. I mean, if he stays on campus
If he
outside of teaching,
does.
you can go to the political spheres north of the campus. Hold on, I'm checking the message because again, I messaged Felianthor and just haven't heard back yet.
I'll
Okay.
probably
All
bring
right.
it to the party and ask them what they think. Because
Okay.
making
But
decisions
yeah,
on
so
my own normally does not end very well for me.
these are the ideas I want you to start thinking about, and we'll come back. All right, Eldon, for the 2 weeks that you have downtime for, what are the specific things you want to accomplish?
I would like to take Ithel with me to go sell off all of our extra stuff. I'd like to pick up my boon of
So
the
you want to go to the Biblioplex,
yeah,
okay?
and see if I can get a new magical glaive or other weapon with reach.
Just to purchase,
Just to purchase, yeah.
not commissioned or like enchanted elsewhere.
Mm,
So you want to go to shops, not a forge, is what I'm getting at.
yeah, I'd rather go to a shop just because.
Okay, Jurgen, what do you want to accomplish in these 2 weeks?
I would like to get the better armor than what I'm currently wearing for a good start. Let's see.
So you want to
Like,
go to the shop as well, okay?
yeah. Um, like if I could find something magical, that'd be a bonus. But mostly, I'm just gunning for just something better than what I'm wearing.
And you want this again? You want this purchased, or do you want it commissioned?
Since this is going to be within the 2-week time frame, let's see. Let's try. Let's try commissioned. Curious of what I can.
You're going to the crafters district, not the
Yeah.
gateway district.
Yeah.
Is all it really matters. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're looking only for armor. Anything else you want to accomplish in this 2 weeks?
See, maybe looking and seeing. It's like where would like things like health potions or potions of healing or similar items be sold? I know they had.
So the exchange near the tower. They're the
Okay.
official sellers of all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
and you know there's the exchange runs the bazaar. You were there. I don't know if you were actually with them when they got to see the dungeon fruits and whatnot. But
No, I was technically not. I think I was just um
but you're familiar with the climbers court where the exchange and the bazaar is, and at the center of it is the tower. So you do want to go to shop. That is fine. All right, Ithil, what would you like to accomplish within these 2 weeks? To note, I just want to point this out. You guys have not turned in your guild charter, and Ithil, you have not made a decision on property purchase or rental or whatnot. So, okay, what is your intentions for this week?
So yeah, going with Eldon to turn in the guild charter and sell off some stuff
Yep.
and look over the properties that my personal banker is supposed to tell me about and let me know on. And also, I would be perusing while we were selling things. I'd be perusing to see if there were any type of beast meat from the tower that I might consume.
So, you perusing what beast meats that specifically came out of the tower?
I guess specifically in general, but I figured like the tower shops, the marketplaces that are set up that sell a bunch of tower goods would probably have the better chance. So I'd probably be visiting there mostly.
And this is while you're selling your goods off with
Yeah.
Eldon and all right. So, first day, Reese, your investigation begins.
Also,
Where do you go?
how much?
And who do you talk to?
Really quick, how much did the that sword, that short sword I wanted, cost? From. I need to keep that in the notes somewhere.
What are we? What sword are you talking about?
The one that made the enemies bleed and just take constant damage and try to smack them. It had a +2.
Oh, that was
value.
like 20,000 or some bullshit, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think
It was
Yeah,
like
it
a
was-
super.
I think you.
Like
It was like a
8,000 or
super
something.
expensive.
I think you
one.
no, you lowered it to 8,000. That's right because of persuasion or
Yeah.
something like that.
It
It
was
was
8,000 for that one. And I think it was 12,000 for the sword
for
that
the other
you
one.
for the one
ice
that you already had commissioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one you have commissioned turns out to be more valuable, but it was a
Yes.
boon. It's being granted to you.
That's
All right.
Yep. So 8,000.
But-
Okay. If I get that,
Also,
my
you don't know if
DPS
that
goes
sword's
up
still going to
again.
be there.
True. If I get that, my DPS
But it
is
was
gonna go
also
up.
a
I did
sort
ask.
of wounding, I believe.
Yes, it was. I did ask
what it
for
was
him to
called.
save it, and I would come back for it.
We'll see if he did.
Let's see if he
All
did.
right, but onto your investigation. Where do you go and who do you talk to?
First I would have went to the party and asked, for their
Okay,
opinion.
sure.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I wanna go investigate Travas. Where, where should where should I go for that? Just I'd tell them the 3 prominent options I got.
Those were just examples. Those
Yeah.
are not options. I
Well,
mean,
the-
they are options. Like you could go to them, but they were examples. If you think of anything else
Yeah.
that you or any place you want to go to, you could try and find out where he lives and be a stalker, creepy person. I don't care.
Yeah. I tell them those options, and I ask if they have any more ideas, or if they think those are good enough.
My idea is you don't go and investigate this gentleman.
Just a kind of little reminder here. He is one of the high counselors, which means while I would definitely keep an eye on him in a sense of his machinations and whatnot. If you actively go and investigate him, this keep in mind this was something that did cross my mind at one point when I was working for him, but with his clout, he can ruin you.
Yeah.
So, and if he is indeed, if he is something that you suspect, then even worse, because then that would mean he'd have no qualms with just outright ending you.
Right.
That being said, if that's what you really want to do, Reese, I mean, I just strongly recommend just leaving it alone for now. If it
Okay.
becomes a problem down the road, we could look into it. But for right now, we're just trying to get this little adventuring guild together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So instead, what was that dwarf lady said about me applying to the school so I can start learning how to craft magic weapons and armaments?
If you wanted to do that, she said enroll in the school in the artificer course. Basically, you'd be working to taking a level in artificer.
Boy, should oh my god. Hmm.
If your intelligence is high enough, that's probably not a bad dip.
Reese, my suggestion to you would to be go to find the Hunters Guild and maybe talk to them about your missing father.
Ooh, yeah. That's even better. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Hunters Guild.
Sure.
Going to the Hunters Guild,
Excuse-
asking about the special swords. Playing trading card game with the sword. Duh.
Now, do you have anything that is your father's? Because I know that you gave the sword away
I pull out the
to have it worked
I
on.
pull out the sending rune.
The signet, yep.
That should work fine. Just wanted to make sure you're not going to be walking in there all, how you look, saying that your father's missing to a bunch of hunters
Yep.
and not have anything to prove who your father is. But that's what I'd suggest you start your search because rather than going out on your own, it's better to have some sort of organization helping you in the shadows or helping you out at all.
Okay. Uh. Okay. Hope I don't have a panic attack. And I go to the Hunters Guild.
Okay, so you go to the guild district, Reese. Are you traveling out in the open, or are you
Yeah, of course.
slinking about the city? This is the morning time.
In the
Let
in
me
the
remind
open,
you.
because the more people are used to seeing me, the more used to me they'll be, the less likely suspicious they'll be of me if they just keep seeing me. It's better for the future if they, yeah.
Unfortunately for this trip, you catch the weary glances, frightened looks of disgust
Yep.
that you have become accustomed to as you rest. And you quickly pull up your hood, but does little to hide the fact of what you really are with your glowing runes and flashing red eyes. But you eventually come to the Hunters Guild. You had previously seen it off the way. I believe it was yesterday.
Mhm.
Uh, but chose not to enter at that time. The large, heavy wooden doors stand before you. What do you do?
Okay, I go in. I slap myself a few times, clap my face, uh, prepare for panic attack, and then go in.
Give me a wisdom save.
Here we go, baby.
Let's
Natural
see
one
how
time.
brave you are at the start.
10.
No, about middle. That's fine. About middle. But yes, you can't help but shake just a little bit as you push the heavy doors open and they swing. You don't know what you were expecting, but it wasn't this. Inside are just, it looks like the inside of a bar.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Rows of table and hunters of various kinds with various bits of trophies, we'll call them, hanging from chains, earrings, clinking drinks, and feasting. It's loud, it's ruckus, and you see adorned on the walls the heads of great beasts of many kinds. And the sheer number of colors and differences of both people, demi-humans, beastmen, all together uh, in this guild hall. It's frightening, it's loud, but you're able to take in a deep breath and take that step forward. The music is loud. There's floor is sticky. People are slopping drinks in toast and enjoying a ruckus good time. You catch off in the corner that looks like a couple people having a fist fight and people around them just cheering.
Hmm. Good person Reese wants to stop that. Shy Reese. Heck no. So, uh, can I get a good look at who's having a fist fight?
Try to, and as you focus on the fighters, you can't really make it out. They're moving so quickly. It's a masterful display of skill that both individuals are putting on, and you can't quite follow their movements, but they look obviously well trained. You get that there's no malice in it either, but it's more of a test of skills.
Hmm. Maybe I should try that.
As you're slinking around the area, go ahead and roll me a stealth just to see your how non-noticeable you are right now. And I'm gonna roll to see.
Oh no, I'm not stealthing.
All right. So as you're walking around, even with your hood up, you're getting glances, and people are taking note that you are around. No one's approached you yet.
Is there an area that looks like, I don't know, could be a front desk, could be somewhere I could ask?
Taking a quick glance around and ignoring some of the obvious distractions, you see at the back, directly across from where the door was, the front door that you came in was, after the tables, there is a large counter, and behind the counter is a woman, and behind her, what could only be described as a monster bouncy board.
Uh, alright, ID hood. I don't really, doesn't help at all, so I just don't with the hood anymore. So I just walk up to the.
Where are your hunter's blades? How are they displayed?
They're not. I don't. Calgons.
So you're coming in here unarmed?
I think Calgons I would have on my back.
I
But-
thought you lent that to somebody.
No, I did not. That was my dad's that I put up for the.
Oh,
thing.
that's what I meant. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have Calgons,
It doesn't
you
have,
have
the runes on it.
the
and
rapier.
I have my Calgon's sword. See, oh yeah, the spear. That spear. I have so many weapons on me. It's not funny.
All right, so you're coming in there fully armed then.
Yeah.
All right. Where is the hunter's blade that you have on your person displayed at? I believe it is a rapier, correct?
Whatever Calgon's was. I think his was a longsword. Right? I'm pretty sure his was an actual longsword. Mine was rapier flavored as a longsword.
Well, that would mean you wouldn't get your sneak attack if you're using it.
Yes. That's why I'm not using it. That's why it's on my back.
I believe his was a long sword. I'm looking right now, but I think you are right.
That's the whole reason
Yes,
why I
it
took.
is a long sword.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I took the runes off of it in the first place. Uh, yeah, it's on my back. I do have the runes out, like my
The
my
signets,
this
but
yeah
you
my
you
dad's
have
one,
the
yeah.
silver sword displayed. No, I got it. And where is your dad's sword? Who did you lend that to?
For the upgrade. The
Oh,
dwarf for the
right, they're
upgrade. Yep.
enchanting that sword. Got it.
Yes.
Good deal.
I refuse to use
Okay,
another sword. I will upgrade that sword to the end of time. uh, I'm
so
going.
you're walking around. People make you notice. You see the receptionist girl. Like the other guild hall that you went to, the Commerce Guild, it seems she has a very similar uniform in a different color.
Okay.
She takes your measure up and down. She appears to be human. How may I help you, child?
Okay. Uh,
Beer bottle crashes into the adventure board. She shifts her head so she avoids it, and it smashes behind her.
oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I, uh, I, I pull out hold up the rune, my dad's. Uh, do you, do you know of, Calior, Phonire? My dad, he's been, missing for a while. Ever since, the ship crash, and everyone disappeared from it.
Dear, you mean the airship?
Yes, that.
And she pulls out a large book and starts flipping through it. What was that name?
Calior, Phonire?
She's flipping, flipping, flipping. Ah, yes, yes. He was supposed to come here to assist the council with the vampire epidemic and never arrived. You're saying your ship went down?
Yes. Yeah. It, yeah, there was. After the ship went down, there was no bodies. Nothing. I was the only one that was there. Uh, Found his blade. Um, and that's pretty much everything I found, other than the wreckage itself.
Is this and how far away is it? Or when was this and how far away is it?
Oh, how long has it been? How long
It's been a
has
couple
it been?
weeks.
A couple weeks. And how far
Been a
was it?
couple weeks.
It's been like that was like an hour's trip, wasn't it? Like a few hours.
Well, for your flying, it was shorter, and then there was a long walking part
Yeah.
because you can only fly for a little bit.
So I'd say like in a few hours probably for flying, and then burst flying and walking. Uh,
So let's say 6, 7 miles
I'd say
outside of town in an area, and you're able to describe it. Well, go ahead and give me a survival or a history, whichever you're best at, and we'll see how well you're able to describe the details of the crash site and where it's at.
The funny thing about that is
Survival or history.
I'm just not. All right. History, yeah. Critical fail, probably. Ooh, yeah, no.
Yeah, the details escape you, and you end up over exaggerating the distance away from town.
Oops. I'm not very good at.
But you're able to give a relative direction, and unfortunately, you do not remember the name of the airship or many of the other what at the time you thought were insignificant details.
Yeah.
But she takes a statement and then says, "Excuse me, I'm gonna go talk to the guildmaster. Report this. Go ahead and have a seat. He may want to talk to you."
I sit. I don't know where is there to sit.
there are lots of large tables in front of you with hunter guild members carousing.
Okay, I just take a seat, sit at a random table.
A random, you say?
Yes.
All right, roll me a d4.
Let's go, baby. Nope. It's an
I'm
explanation.
picking the 4 closest tables to you.
3.
Not coming back.
Damn, you're dying. You are.
No,
dying.
I wasn't talking.
Yeah.
Check.
He's still dying.
So, having issues hearing me
There we
because
go.
I'm hearing just fine.
There we go. You're back.
You did cut in and out earlier there. Now you're coming in a little clearer.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
anyways, you rolled 3. You see a how would you describe it? A rather sultry looking female in a cowboy hat playing playing cards.
Hell yeah.
And across the table is a large burly Goliath of a man
Oh my god.
with a what?
Sorry. You were reminding me of 2 of my characters.
Oh, okay. A Goliath of a man, and he's looking perplexed and confused. A pile of loot and other objects heavily weighted to her side.
Magical?
And he has a small pile of stuff in front of him.
That stuff magic?
There's a couple other people at the table, and they're just watching, making little comments. But this is what you see. This is the table that you sit down at.
Yep. Yeah, I just take a seat, and I am mainly focusing on trying to not panic.
Roll me a will save. Or a wisdom save.
Yes. Better than before, but it's better.
You're
but
holding it together. As best can be expected in this dense social situation, you're holding it together. Go ahead and roll me a perception at disadvantage as you're just barely holding it together.
Yes. Let's see. I can just flip on this. There we go. 16.
Good enough. You're there. You did notice that the people you sat next to kind of scooted away, but otherwise didn't acknowledge you. They may or may not have caught the blades that you're carrying, and the shine of a silver blade did catch their eye. But while they were checking you out, you noticed the female. From your vantage point, you can see the side of her head and a little bit behind her. It looks like underneath her hair in the back of her neck and garb, she's tucking cards.
She's cheating.
You proceed. That's your initial instinct. And the banter between the two, the Goliath man and the scantily clad female character that is cheating. She's antagonizing him to bet more aggressively,
Hmm.
and he's looking at his cards. You may roll an insight to
Okay.
on
how
him
close
if you'd
am
like.
I? How close am I to that guy? That is.
You're on the other side of the table. You're sitting on the female side.
Okay. So. Hmm. Insight on the guy? Is that what you said?
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Insight on the guy, then. Hmm.
Okay. You don't know this guy. It's hard to read. If you had to make a guess, it looks like he might be confident in his cards, but his small pile of stuff versus her big pile of stuff, it seems he's been getting his butt kicked a little bit. So
I stare
it's
at the
hard to
rune in
read.
my hand, think about using the sending to warn him of the cheater, then I decide against it, because that's a waste. hmm. Even better. I just stare at the cards that are tucked away in her neck.
Okay. And making it obvious exactly where you're staring.
Oh yeah.
And while you're watching and the game's going on, he loses a hand, and you catch her at one point tucking cards, and you see it, and she sees you seeing her, and I'll roll her a performance, but it's a pretty decent modifier. Apparently, you throw her off her performance. It's still not bad. It's still a decent roll, but we will go ahead and do. I'll give this guy insight with advantage because of your obviousness. Oh, well, the first one works. I didn't actually mean to roll it yet, but that's fine.
That's
So
hot.
16, insight 17, and hers was a 15. All right. He slams his fist on the table. The table and the pile of everything on top shatters in front of you. And he gets up and bellows, "You cheat!" And he reaches out to try and grapple the female in front of him
Sorry, he's gonna
with a
quick insight.
sexy chortle and laughter.
Oh.
A sexy chortle of laughter, but a look that could kill directed towards you, Reese. She turns to Miss and leaves your guys' sight. You don't know where she went. She teleports away.
Ah. Is the stuff that she took with her too? Or did she not have time to get
No,
there?
that's in a pile of everything in front of like that in the broken rubble of the table, the solid wood table that was just you were just sitting at.
Okay. Is any of
We'll
that
roll
magic?
for splinter damage in a minute. Reese, you don't know. I will let you know.
All right. Oh my
And
god.
you can't. Anyways, let me continue this part.
Oh my.
In your mind, you get the message. I'm familiar with you now, little one. You cost me quite the spoils. See you soon.
Oh, I don't like that.
Alright. Now, what would you like to do? Oh, wait. Go ahead and I'll roll a d4. You take this much piercing damage. 3 piercing damage from shards of table and food and cutlery or whatever as it exploded in front of you from the Goliath's assault.
Table damage. Okay. All right. So
The
what?
Goliath is currently scooping stuff up into a big bag.
I help him, and also trying not to panic. That too.
He looks up at you, anger and fury in his eyes, but when he sees it's you and that you're helping, he gives a grunt of like thanks and continues to do it. He eyes you a little warily as
Actually,
your
no.
aura does.
I am panicking right now. I don't think there's no
Off-put
save
him?
that can save me. I'm panicking. That's no.
As you're putting things in the bag, or are you changing that?
as I'm putting things in the bag, I'm coming to a realization, and I'm starting to panic.
All right, you are panicking. What do you do?
Like just, I don't know, I'm visibly not okay. I don't say anything, but I'm panicked. I don't know what that. I should probably. I'm just gonna pull up my unfinished table of fun.
Okay.
Where was it? It has been a while since I opened that. Okay. What was 23? 23. Ah, nothing there. Okay. I now have the frightened condition. I don't know what that
Of
means.
what? What's the target? I mean,
I think I'm just
obviously it's
gonna.
affecting you. What are you frightened of?
I think I'm just gonna freeze up. Just straight up freeze up.
Okay. So the Goliath finishes gathering his things, and he nods another thank you to you, and he leaves. The other two guys that were watching the whole thing transpire just moved to a different table, and you are there, frozen in the rubble of a broken table, shattered plates and glassware, and if you so choose, a set of playing cards.
Okay. So she.
Right.
So she. Hold on.
Well,
Okay. Can
we're
you
gonna
repeat
we're gonna
the?
transition.
No,
Oh,
no,
go
no.
ahead.
Before, can you repeat the message she sent? So I'm gonna write this down.
Okay. I am familiar with you now, little one.
Okay. I am.
She said something else. And then see you soon.
Yeah, with you.
Oh, I'm familiar with you now, little one. You cost me quite the haul right there. See you soon.
You cost me quite the haul there. See you soon. Okay.
So we are transitioning over to Eldon and Ithil, who are running errands. This is day one. What are you trying to accomplish today, Eldon? This is your choice.
First thing, we're gonna go turn in the guild charter.
Guild charter. Okay. So you're making your way to the Commerce Guild. Sorry, 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Wait, sending lets a response, DM.
You can respond if you want.
Yeah.
People sending a message too. I was waiting for you to figure that out.
Yep. I can send a response. Okay, I'm gonna think on the response. You can continue. I'm just gonna think on it for a bit.
All right, I'm back. So, you head to the Commerce Guild, and you wait in the line, and you guys are all currently happy with how the charter is made, right? Dungeon Jumpers Guild Charter is how you want it to be.
I'm fine with it.
All right.
Especially
it
like
is
the picture I chose.
Anywho. So, you turn in the paperwork, and the clerk is like, oh, oh dear. Where are the other signatories?
They're all about their own errands.
No, no, no. I mean, a guild requires a minimum of 20 people.
Oh,
You barely have enough here for an adventuring party.
then that's what we went to create. We were unaware of the requirements.
Oh dear, but your letter of introduction, the paperwork's already been started, and it has already been approved due to your boon.
We never said guild though. We said party.
No,
So
you specifically said guild, that's why I did this.
really? I don't
Yeah.
remember ever specifically saying guild.
Felianthor, are you able to hear us?
Hey, yeah, sorry.
No worries. Go
Overslept.
ahead and roll me an initiative.
I'm getting there.
I can do it for you real quick if you don't mind, and I'll tell you what it is. What I would like you to
Powers.
do is tell me what, for the 2 weeks that you guys are doing, like waiting to have your equipment delivered, basically. 9. You're a 9, so you go right there. God damn it. And you're a 9. That should be fine. I can figure that out. All right. Tell me what you would like to accomplish in these 2 weeks. As a reminder, you are currently homeless. You are currently jobless, and you may have agreed to join an adventuring party with some dubious individuals. You also did receive a note, a message, a quest, maybe? That you also have the option of responding to, not responding to, ignoring, or pursuing. So, 2 weeks.
So,
What are your intentions?
first and foremost, finding a place to live long term. Nothing expensive, but somewhere I can just be, alone and sleep. Reading up a little bit more on necromancy and maybe watching the sewers a little bit, trying to, look for anything obvious, but not going super out of my way on behalf of the council since they fired me.
Okay. So, are you looking for something nice and clean? Are you looking for something opulent and plush? Or are you looking for like a place that most people wouldn't go to and has its own type of defenses, i.e., rough area type situation?
Just somewhere nice and clean, something like my old apartment at the Guards District, basic Spartan.
Basic and Spartan, but nice and clean. I would say that would fall in the Gateway District. Uh, along basically the same area that Adventures Jump is in. So a local apartment around there is definitely. Excuse me. Sorry, sneeze. The local econ. Jeez, 1 second. All right, you're looking at middle class, is what I'm trying to get out without these sneezes. For rent, for a nice, clean place that's not furnished, but relatively good area, like middle class, you're looking at about 10 silver a month rent. And with your distinctions and your history, reputation, you are very easily able to find a place if you so choose. All right. We're going to be back over to Eldon and Ithel in the uh, Commerce Guild, because that's where we were at before you joined. So, Eldon, the clerk has informed you that your guild charter has already been approved, but you didn't have enough people. And how are you responding? Ithel, obviously, you're there too.
Could we still file the guild charter, but also file a party or party charter or whatever?
Well,
And when we do have enough people for the guild, we can activate it.
that is redundant. Your guild charter was pre-approved. You are officially a guild, but per our standard rules, 20 people were required. This is
We're an exception.
obviously a exceptional case due to the way your charter was reviewed and authorized. I need to talk to the guild master. Please wait.
Sounds good.
She indicates you guys to come to a different area behind a door, and there's a table set up. And she says, "If you could please wait here, she needs to go and talk with the guild master." A short,
You know-
you guys can speak if you'd
Yeah.
like with each other.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that they would, tell us about like the minimums before handing us the charter to get signed. Maybe.
Yeah, but
Kind of I think this is not our fault and more of their fault. What do you think?
I think it falls on a little both of us. We could have asked more questions, and not knowing the bureaucracy of this town, I just assumed.
I mean, it shouldn't be that big of an issue for them to just tweak it to be a party charter instead.
Yeah, but I think the problem is a party charter is cheaper than a guild charter, so
Yeah. Hmm. No. Oh well. What are you planning on doing if they deny it or something?
I don't think they're going to deny it. If worst case, they'll just switch it over, like you said, and
Mm-hmm.
the boon that we got from the council will be substantially less because we'll have to pay for the guild charter when we do get enough people.
Hmm.
Or maybe they'll just let us be a small guild.
That would be. But what is even really the difference other than the people requirement? Like,
And at
I'm
that
assuming
instant, the door comes in or bursts in, and how do I describe him? Santa Claus without the outfit. All right. Did you guys ever watch that animated movie thing with like Jack Frost and Santa Claus was this big Russian dude?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of that movie, but I remember that, and I really enjoyed that concept. It's this guy, right? Who
I
walks
believe
in.
I believe the movie was called The Guardians.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
I honestly I don't know, but that sounds cool, so I believe it. But anyways, so yeah, big old Russian Santa walks in, right? Ah, you're the one who's causing me the headache. He closes the door and takes a seat on the opposite side. So, here's the long and the short of it. Your guild? Dungeon Jumpers. Huh, cute name. It is approved. Normally, we usually require 20 people because it takes at least that to make any headway into the ranking. But if you wish, you will join the rankings. With only having 5 people, however, I don't see how you would be able to make it up. You're currently ranked E, yes. So you're in the lowest division. But even the lowest division guilds have that many more people making climbing attempts and earning them points. Even if your guild was approved and you were granted this as a favor to a counselor, and in turn my favor to that counselor, you are still subject to losing your guild charter should you not produce enough points as relative to the leaderboards. But as of now, congratulations and all the best of luck. Do you have any questions?
What's the minimum amount of points we need to maintain our guild status?
It's a leaderboard setup. You need to be not in the bottom 5 guilds of your division, of course.
How
Okay.
often is this ranked? As in, not in the bottom 5 every year, not in the bottom 5 every 6 months?
Tournaments and contests are held regularly. Decisions about seasons, the beginning and end of a season, and Ithil, you would know this as they are holidays in the city.
Mhm.
Basically, they're called the guild days, and there's
Mm.
2 of them. There's guild start and guild's end.
Okay.
And it's basically like every 6 months, the guild rankings reset. Some guilds disband, others get to move up. Usually, any arena contests are hosted and like done up by the guilds, and it's inter-guild combat type
Mhm.
situation, like tournament arc type shit. So you know this information, uh, and I don't. It doesn't really matter actual dates, but yeah, it's every 6 months. And as a newly minted guild, you are not required to. You would not qualify to disband in the next coming guild day, but you would be fair game after.
So that is the only way to get points and get higher ranking is to do the events.
And
You
of course,
can't.
climb the tower.
So, what are the rewards per level of the floor that you achieve climbing?
Oh,
tower?
no. It's all based on what you declare with the exchange upon your exit of the
Mm.
tower. They evaluate what you have and what you did, and as part of the evaluation, you are given a point total. That point total is then sent to us, the Adventurers Guild headquarters, and your scores are updated.
I see. What is the big difference between a guild and a party anyway? Like, does a guild have better benefits than a party does, or what?
Well, first, this magical contract you signed. Normal adventuring parties, unaligned or unaffiliated with other guilds, are not put under magical geese. And he looks at your tenants. At least you thought some of these through, but hopefully you trust the people you are currently with. Also, size is quite the obvious. The more climbers you have, the more parties you have, up to 6, the more times you can enter and exit the tower.
And guilds are still subject to the rule of only one entrance per week?
No, it is
No.
the individual is only capable of entering the tower once a week.
Hence why you can have 6 parties or something.
Okay.
Correct. And it is not a tower rule, it is a safety rule, as the mana in the tower is far more dense, and it is unwise to enter and exit different densities of mana, as it causes mana sickness. But the change in density of mana is also the reason why your abilities progress so much faster while in the tower.
That is good to know. Well, I don't think there's anything we can do about it now. We were ignorant of the bureaucracy and the rules here within the city.
Didn't have much assistance, it would seem, either. Even though we were ignorant. Yeah.
But we will try our best.
How is Kanya doing? He turns to Ethel. I'm assuming you're in slime form right now because you haven't said you're not.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is Kanya doing?
She's doing better.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
If
You should have her join your guild. She was quite the holy avenger back in her day.
I think her adventuring days are over. But if we if the guild ends up getting disbanded, just for future reference, how much would it be to form a party and create a party?
Adventuring parties just have to register due to safety purposes.
Okay.
There is no registration fee, though the taxes of the exchange are quite a bit higher. When you're
Alright.
part of a guild, your overall guild contribution is taxed, not each individual run. For you, for you in your particular situation, that means nothing, as they are one and the same with your current
Yeah.
numbers. That being said, being a guild also affords you the rights to compete in arena challenges, in monster battles, in the other games throughout the of Babylon. And also the rights of entry into the tower itself. Though you still have to pay the exchange's entrance fees.
So you're saying parties don't have right to enter the tower without being in a guild?
They can
I'm
enter the
saying
tower,
they
just
pay
it's more
more.
expensive.
No.
And
that's
they
fine.
get taxed more on their loot.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, do you know where we could get the best prices for this? We had a quest from the council, and we have some items we'd like to sell off, and we don't want to get taken advantage of.
Take it to the exchange. They are, in all intents and purposes, fair. Some places may offer more if it's a specialized item, but if you just care about fair prices, the exchange in the Climber's Court is probably the best place to go.
Sounds good.
Can I help you, young men, with anything else? Or young people? He, indicates towards Ithil as you are a blob of slime. Therefore, non-gendered.
I did have a question about an item I procured, and I'll show him the Black Rope of the Revenant. I was like, I have no idea what this is, and I was wondering if you could direct me to whoever could help me to figure out what it is and what it does.
He takes a look at it. Hmm. Hmm. No idea what it is. Take it to an artificer or mage. Someone that is better suited for that kind of work. Better suited for that kind of knowledge. There are plenty of spells and abilities to do it. I'm sure you can even go to the school and find a student who would assist you in basic identification. Also, the exchange. For a fee will identify any item you may have in your possession for a small fee.
Does the exchange also sell items, or
The exchange does not personally sell items to individuals. They sell items, or they distribute and sell merchandise to charter members of the Commerce Guild.
well, thank you very much for all the information. I think we know everything we need to know, and we will be on our way. Oh, one more question. Is there space available to rent a lodging and all that stuff here at the Adventurers Guild, or do we have to seek elsewhere?
Well, currently you're in the Commerce Guild.
Oh.
You're talking to the Commerce Guild Master. As for renting out a guild hall, he says, well, sure. With so many guilds disbanding every year due to not competing to the best of the field, there are some rotating, empty properties.
Well, I don't have any more questions. Ethel?
No, I don't have any more questions either.
All right. And so you guys make your way on to your next errand. Jurgen. Oh, I'm sorry, Felianthor. Felianthor, you are looking for an apartment. Felianthor is first. And you are looking for an apartment in the Gate District. Go ahead and roll me an investigation to try and find a lead. Try and find a place. You're relatively familiar with the area, but you haven't had to think about this kind of thing since you arrived, as you were almost immediately joining the guard, as that was your goal for coming to the city. So you're having a hard time finding any place that looks decent. You saw a couple places, way overpriced for what you were getting. You saw a couple more places, cheap, but for good reasons. And you just didn't find anything that clicked for you in the day. But it was long and a bit exhausting. And you get hungry. It's about midday. With no luck so far. What do you do?
I guess I go and I get some food at Adventurers Jump.
You head over to Adventurers Jump. There's no lights on, per se.
I mean, I'm already in the district.
Yeah. There's no lights on, per se, but the door's unlocked. You walk in. and you hear noises in the back. It's the sounds of cooking noises. And as the bell rings on the door, I'm giving Adventures Jump a bell just because purposes for right now. I don't know if it has one or not. But the bell that indicates a customer has entered. You see Kanya walk out, flour on her hands, wiping it on an apron. Ah, Filianthor, welcome back. It seems everyone's gone for now. What can I do for you? This is the brightest you've seen her since the initial reveal of her son's dead body. And then her other son eating it.
Ah, ma'am, I was hoping you had some sort of sandwich or something I might eat while I try to find somewhere to live.
Oh, sure. Take a seat anywhere. I'll bring you out today's lunch fare. Would you like a drink?
Absolutely, whatever you have.
And you enjoy a nice meal at Adventures Jump. Simple fare, but hearty and tasty. And the mead that is brought over accompanies the midday fare quite well. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a straight charisma. Just click on your charisma. Not. Mm, mm, you know what? You've been helping with Ithel, so I'll go ahead and give it to you. She is going to go ahead and roll an investigation with her stats. Nah, she doesn't have any leads either, so she doesn't even bring it up. Never mind. Alright. We will move over to Jurgen. Jurgen, you said you wanted to go to a shop and to a place to commission a set of armor. What do you want to do first?
Think what I'll do is I'll commission the armor first, since that one will probably might take longer. Like say, I know compared to probably stuff like plate or whatever, studded leather might take a little shorter time, but all the same, I'll see what I can find regarding light armor I can wear.
So you're gonna get your armor commission first.
Yeah.
Do you have a place you want to go, or a person you want to see?
I want to check out, because I probably would have heard I would probably would have heard Felianther and Reese heading to that workshop or whatever, and I might take a gander at it, see if they've got anything I need.
Forgebeard, the counselor's workshop.
You know what? I'll just go to a simple armor.
Somewhere in the crafters district, you're looking for an armor smith.
Yeah, let's go that way. Yeah.
Just checking out. Go ahead and roll me an investigation at disadvantage.
Oof. All right. That's an 8.
Okay. So you are able to find. And give me a second. Let me go generate that. We're doing armor. And you rolled poor for the. Okay. We have it.
All right.
So, on the south of Blackbridge Way, in an arcane district of a well-lit avenue and alchemical forges, the streets outside are paved with scorched flagstone. Water is running. The shop is in a two-story building of half-timbered walls and half-dwarven wrought iron furnishing. The shopkeeper is an aloof male half-orc named Hannah. He insists on inspecting every coin paid to him, apparently. Alright. But you walk in, and you see this half orc named Hannah.
All right, what time of day?
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Good day. Just wondering if I can find me some better armor than what I'm currently wearing. As it's not falling apart, but I definitely would like something better.
You look around. You see a finely crafted shield prominently displayed on a full set of adamantine scale armor. And the scale armor is engraved with geometric patterns. You see another shield that looks not as good but still quality off to the side, and then you see a set of ringmail armor on the wall. You don't seem to see much leather work per se, but the shopkeeper points to the ringmail, points to the adamantine scale mail. These are the armors that I have right now. If you're looking to commission, you're gonna have to talk to Lars in the back.
Okay. Yeah, since these are really nice looking armors, I'm actually rather impressed with the craftsmanship here. But I am indeed looking for something that not only offers decent protection of my body, but also lets me move around with ease. And I'm afraid I'm not like I can wear this stuff, but I'm just not as comfortable in it. Yeah, I think I'll go talk to Mr. Lars. Thank you for your time, though.
He flips the counter up, allows you to walk behind him, and he points to the back area. You walk through, and you're now in the second part of this two setup building, and you see a much larger orc or half orc hammering something on their anvil.
Hello, I'm here to speak to a Lars.
The banging of the hammer stops, and he shoves his workpiece back into the forge with large metal tongs. He snuffs, because again, orcs are pigmen,
Yeah.
and he looks you up and down. I'm Lars. What can I do for you?
I'm looking to improve my armor and basically, I guess what I'm looking for is something that is light enough for me to move about quietly, as well as full range of movement, but offers better protection than what I'm currently, wearing, which is just a basic leather armor. I've had it for a good while. Figured it was time to get something better.
Couple fine pieces up front. Nothing to your liking. Can't say that my style of armor is good for sneaking.
They are beautiful pieces, though. I will give you that. It unfortunately just not my area of way of doing things.
Well, I don't get much leather work done here, other than the undercarriage parts for my larger sets. But if you're looking to commission some work, I could take your measurements and a down payment and see what I can do.
All right.
It's a scam.
Are you gonna want this enchanted?
That thought did in fact cross my mind. Um, if I can afford it, sure, but at the very least, I would just like something better than just basic leather. Um, what would this down payment be, if you don't mind me asking?
50% of the item's total cost upon completion.
All
I
right.
don't work for free.
No, nobody does. All right. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I think we'll go with Well, so what are you? What what would be some options for me regarding enchant, or how much would it cost to enchant, say a set of light armor, or like studded leather, for example?
Specifically studded leather, you have to start with the base material cost and time making the actual armor. It'll then be alchemically treated so it can hold enchantment. Now, the materials and magical power required to make said enchantments also come at my cost. So, depending on the quality of the enchantment, the item is probably starting at 180 GP.
Hmm.
You can roll an insight on that to check his price, what you think is appropriate. Nah, you have no
11.
idea if that's
Yeah.
appropriate or not.
Yeah. Quite a dip in my gold pieces, but that is like almost double just regular studded leather.
That's just the start to make it able to hold an enchantment.
Right. Tell you what, for the time being, let's go with a commission for just a non-enchanted studded leather armor. Maybe, yeah, we'll go with that.
So you don't want masterwork quality.
Yeah, I'm thinking not for the time being. I'm sure at some point down the road I'll be easily able to afford it. Yeah.
Alright,
for
so he takes his measurements.
Yep.
You pay half the gold cost of the item. If you're doing standard item, just use standard cost.
Okay. Yeah, which I think was 95 here. That's
You have to pay half up front. He quotes you.
so 40. It's 45 gold pieces. So
He quotes you 12 days.
12 days. Okay.
Almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's about a good amount. So for the half gold cost, because according to what I just pulled up, it's 45 gold pieces. So how do you want to do that? Just half rounded up. So like
Yeah, just call it 46.
Okay, so yeah, I'll pay him 23 gold pieces up front and go from there. All right.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another insight. When he says 12 days,
I got a 15. Unless
you don't know if he's committed to that number or not. He's like, about 12 days.
Okay.
Alright. So, Jurgen, we then move to Ithil. Ithil, it is the second half of this same first day.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to accomplish? It is you and Eldon currently together, leaving the Commerce Guild.
Well, you think we should hit the Climbers area to sell off our goods?
Yeah, I think that'd be the best way to go.
Okay.
So you guys head to the Tower District and make your way to the Climbers Court. You are once again dazzled by the colors and sparkles and glitz and glam of the bazaar. Making your way further past that ring of shops, you get to the center area where the exchange is. And you lay out. You wait in a line, obviously, and get you another teller at the exchange. They are sitting behind a barred, windowed off area. They seem to have quite a few different accounting like tools in front of them. You see some scales and weights. You see an abacus, and you see stacks and stacks of ledgers on a bookshelf just behind them. There are 3 windows and 3 tellers. You wait in the line and approach a teller that becomes available.
Yep.
It is another female character, seemingly to be wearing the same uniform as the receptionist in the Commerce Guild, but it's a different color.
Is this an Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy situation?
Yes. I have to add my tropes in wherever I can.
Well, good afternoon, miss. Don't you look quite fine today in your uniform?
Thank you. Name and business, please.
I am Eldon of the Dungeon Jumpers.
And I'm Ethel. Nope, dungeon.
Dungeon Jumpers. Not sure I've heard of them. Anyways.
Oh, we just registered today. Don't worry, you'll soon hear all about us.
Well, good luck then. What can I help you with
Thank you.
today?
I would like to have this black rope here identified, and we have some items that we're selling.
Black. Wait, when did you have a black robe? This wasn't on the table.
Standard identification fees, 3 silver. And then place the item here. She pushes out a large metal tray.
I'll place the black rope on the tray.
She does not pull the tray back yet. She looks at you and then looks down, telling you to place 3 silver on the tray as well.
And I'll
without
place
having to
3
say it.
silver. I'll place 4 silver down.
Oh, thank you. She pulls the tray back, pulls the silver away, and then she takes what looks like an monocle from a drawer and begins looking through it and turning a little knob off the side of it. Oh, quite fascinating. Interesting. Ah, yes, it does hold a magical property. What did you call it?
The black rope of the Revenant.
That name sounds ominous.
I had to make a will save or something when I first picked it up, so it's very
Yes.
ominous.
I just have to find the list.
I'm guessing this was on the this was on the raid. Yeah, I don't know.
It
The
was
big boss guy that we killed.
correct. It was on the monster that the necromancer was speaking through.
Yeah,
at
no,
the
I
end.
know. I'm speaking in character
Yeah.
because we didn't know that he took the rope. So I'm speaking in character. That, yeah.
She.
Oh yes,
Go ahead.
I was telling us. Oh yeah, I didn't want to reveal this to the group. We don't have a very good track history with cursed items, and I thought the less people around, the better.
Yeah, that's a good point. With the mask and all that. Yeah, good on you. Yeah.
She looks up after a few moments of inspecting. She's like, oh dear. Where did you say you got this? From the tower?
No, it was. I'm not sure I can tell you where I got it from. We were on an official quest from the council, looking into some misdeeds,
Oh,
and
well. This happens to be a very dangerous item. And how long have you had it been in contact with it?
um, I first picked it up probably about 2 days ago.
So, standard curse removal fees are 35 gold. We can arrange that for you if you so choose. But, well, let's just say I highly recommend you get the curse removed from yourself, and then we can handle this item from that point on if you so choose.
If
Are
you
you
don't mind me asking,
familiar
what is
with
the curse?
what it does? What?
I am not.
Ah, well, whoever is in possession of this black rope, as you called it, uh, well, when they are attempted to be revived, not only is that stopped, but they are then risen back as an undead creature.
Oh,
Dag.
am I currently under the effects of this curse, or?
If it is in your possession and has been for any length of time, I would assume yes, and err on the side of safety.
Then yes, I would like to request the curse be removed from me at least.
Could I like make an Arcana check to see? Would I know if he's cursed or not? Read the mana in the air
You would
around him.
need the spell Detect Magic to be able
Mm,
to do that. That gives you the magic sight to do exactly that.
bummer.
Yeah.
I'm not a wizard.
But regardless,
Another downside of not being a wizard.
so what did you say your guild was? As you do earn points for turning in cursed objects.
Oh, it is the Guild Jumpers. Unofficially, it's Eldon's Guild Jumpers, but
No. It's
the Guild Jumpers officially.
dungeon jumpers, not
The
guild
Dungeon
jumpers.
Jumpers. Oh,
As you
sorry.
guys are arguing
Yes,
back and forth.
we jump
What name am I
guilds.
putting on the paperwork?
We're the Dungeon Jumpers. In parentheses, Eldon's
Jumpers.
Dungeon Jumpers.
Dungeon Jumpers, one cursed item. Here, I'm gonna make you guys a scorecard, actually. And I will put it as a handout in all your guys' things. We'll call it Dungeon Jumpers.
We're making this very difficult for you, aren't we?
What?
All the extra handouts and everything.
No, I don't mind. Can only be edited by me, but it'll be in all of your guys' files. One cursed item turned in. So anything you guys will get points on, we can put in here just for reference point sakes. And if I forget something or whatever, you guys can call me out on it for those reasons as well.
Out of,
Go ahead.
out of curiosity, does each removal or does each curse item give the same amount of points? Or if we brought in something, say, a Demon Lord's mask that was cursed, just for an example, would that net us more points?
Well, the surrendering of any magic item, cursed or otherwise, confers a certain number of points. Higher grade magic items do confer higher points.
Good to know. We might be coming back here soon.
Well, if you're climbing the tower, I would assume you'll be coming back every time.
There's also live, eh?
And one more question. before we give you all the items we want to sell and pay you the gold to remove the curse.
Oh, you can't do that here. I recommend going to a magic user who has the spell Remove Curse.
Oh, not like a holy church or anything. I just kind of
Good to know. Do you happen to know who commissioned that monocle you have that you were using to identify the item? We are sorely lacking in the ability to identify within the dungeons, and before we pick up another cursed item, I'd like to know beforehand.
This is a standard identification monocle. It is one of the tools that we at the exchange use on a regular basis. As for purchasing one of your own, I'm sure you can have it commissioned by an artificer, even a student artificer.
another art.
Do you happen to know any who'd be more
guess-
amicable to us requesting the work from them and possibly give us a slight discount?
We check with the student artificers as they are required to make a certain number of magical items per year to advance their studies. And they tend to offer their services for quite a bit cheaper than licensed official artificers. But you didn't hear that from me. However, using students does allow them to make a living while they are studying.
Excellent.
Excellent. That is amazing news to hear. Thank you so much. And here's all the items that we would like to sell.
Alright. So you have a gold value for most of them. What are the items you do not have a gold value for?
I'm looking up at the ones that we had set out. It's all the way back in the beginning of the.
How many of the
Actually,
spears?
I'm not keeping
poison
my
spears.
spear.
How many of the poison spears are going in?
Who's keeping this?
I am going to get rid of mine as well.
So 2. Jurgen, are you keeping your spear?
I thought I was, but I was thinking about it. You know what? Nah, I'm not.
Alright.
You got
Elianther, are you keeping your spear?
It's a cool spear.
Nope.
You know.
Alright, Reese, are you keeping your poison spear?
What do you mean?
They are selling they're selling stuff to the exchange right now. Are you keeping the poison spear? Everyone got one.
How much were they worth?
You don't know.
Yeah, sure.
And you're not there. You're keeping it?
I'll sell it. Actually,
All right,
wait, hold on.
so-
Does it, would it, if I throw it at someone, would it break, or do I get it back?
I mean, you could go pick it up. It doesn't have a returning feature.
Oh, okay.
It is a magical item, so it's much harder to break than a normal item.
I don't have a ranged weapon. Yeah, screw it. I'll get rid of it.
All right, so each spear sells for 180.
You.
So 180 times 5 is what, 400?
Oh, 180?
No,
Dang.
180 times 5 is 900, isn't it?
900. Yep, 900.
900? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's 900 gold pieces. Silver bracelet, inset stone. We'll say 3 gold for that. It's just a piece of jewelry. We'll go 3 gold for the medallion of a lesser god. Vest of Voyancy. Let me look that one up.
And all this gold's going into the
100 gold for the vest. Trident of Fish Command.
Titan of Aquaman.
If you're on a boat, like that's an amazing weapon. Just saying.
We ain't gonna
A
be
shame
on
we're not on a boat.
We're gonna
I
be
mean-
climbing the tower.
Who knows?
Watch this be a running joke.
Or
We
We'll
end.
go
content,
240
yeah.
for the Trident of Fish Command.
Wasn't my original magical item like a boat in a box?
I mean, if you
It's a
want to
boat
tell
in the
people.
box.
So he had a box that unfolded to 3 different ships: a big ship, a little ship, and a
Mhm.
dinghy.
Nice.
Yeah, thing was like it. He had a ship. It was crazy. What determined what size you would go is how many crew members you had to operate it once it was unfolded.
Are we changing adventure? Like, are we gonna keep the adventures jump bookkeeping? Or can we get another handout for like dungeon jumpers, guild storage or guild
Well, what
funds?
do you just want to change adventures jump bookkeeping to dungeon jumpers bookkeeping?
As long as like we're not gonna keep on doing the tavern stuff, then
Well, your mom took over that. You can help
Uh-huh.
out as much as you want, but that's up to you. You've passed the reign. You've given her money and
Yeah.
passed the reins over of that to her, so she's taking care of all of that now. So, again,
Alright.
up to you.
Yeah, just be easier to change it.
All right, then I will change it, and it is changed. Boom, dungeon jumpers bookkeeping. Are you getting rid of these gems? Oh, also the boar rations are gone. Those were used up.
Oh, and the jug of elemental water.
Well, you had an alchemy jug, and you had
Yeah.
you
I thought we
had
were
it
keeping the alchemy
filled
jug.
with elemental water.
We had it filled with elemental water, but are we getting rid of the elemental water but keeping the alchemy jug? Because the alchemy jug could be useful, is what we will.
At Adventurers Jump, I asked Ithil to get me an empty container and we poured it into
Oh,
the
yeah.
last game.
Yeah.
So, are you getting rid of the alchemy jug or not?
No.
Or, oh,
No,
We're
we're not
getting
getting
rid
rid
of
of the
the
alchemy jug.
jug of elemental water,
but you're
which is
getting rid of the jug of elemental water. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. My, what a wonderful spell component. And quite a bit of it too. She puts do you know how much the jar weighs?
Ithil,
Would I know how much the jar weighs?
Uh I mean,
Be right back.
like I don't know. You can tell me yes or no, I don't care.
Yes.
Alright, so you tell her how much the jar weighs, she puts it on the scale, and she measures out the weight of elemental water. And she passes over 15 gold for it,
Hmm.
as it is a spell component, and not very valuable outside of being a spell component. Do you have anything else you would like to sell to the exchange today?
that's all I have.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, what did that black rope do besides it being cursed? Did it do anything else, or is it just cursed?
When its owner, or when its bearer is resurrected, it blocks the resurrection and instead raises them as an undead creature. That is its full effect. The curse is well, the effect is a curse.
Is it safe to assume you do not take cursed items?
No, we take them and we most of the time have them destroyed, and then award points based on the level of the cursed item to your guild, as we did today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if the black rope had any other effects along with the curse.
Oh no, that was all it did.
Perfect, then we don't have to go get it uncursed, but I will go see a person to remove the curse for myself at least.
Correct. Yes, you are probably already cursed with it, and I am not sure if you have to continue to be
I'm
in
back.
your possession for the curse to take effect. It could also be a proximity thing.
So if I was to say something like, I will die tonight if you don't go get some dinner with me, would you be obligated because, you don't want me to turn into a ghoul?
Oh my gosh.
As your obvious flirtation attempts to the receptionist are met with professional rebuffment, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
15.
And we'll give her a flat insight of +3. Well, that is an exceptionally bad roll. So she blushes and explains, again, very professionally, that she doesn't date adventurers, as most of the time that profession calls to people of ill repute. But she's flattered and appreciates the attention.
Trying to start your own war in there, Eldon.
I completely understand. Straight to business.
So, if that'll be all, gentlemen, there are others in line behind you.
That will be all. What was the total gold amount? Or did you already put it in the...
1361 gold.
Cool. And that's already in the bookkeeping. Awesome.
Right. Then that was Ithel at last. Reese, we return to your scene. Are you there?
One question, DM.
Go for it.
Real quick. Can like you said, it's like 100? No, it's like 10 gold per 1 platinum.
Yes.
So could we get a couple? Because it was like the total for the selling at the event. We had 100 gold in the bookkeeping already. The total for the selling was 1261. Can we
You
get like?
can get in the exchange. You can get whatever denomination you want.
Okay. Because it doesn't sound realistic to be carrying over 1,300 gold pieces with you if you need to go shopping.
Nah, you can
yeah.
think the exchange as a money changer as well. You
Okay.
Oh, also, side note, didn't mention this in the guild charter, or guild part. Party members aren't given guild accounts. Guilds are able to hold guild accounts like the banking system, like bank accounts. Because if you're successful, you'll eventually be having too much money to be physically carrying it around.
So you're saying that we'd become our own bank?
No, you're given access to a banking system.
So the members don't have their own individual accounts? It would be under the guild.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, the advantages on like an adventuring party wouldn't have this service, but because we are a guild, we do have this service.
Think of your guild now as its own business.
And then certain members would be able to draw out certain amounts of gold you could set it as or something like that.
Would be however you set up the account.
I understand.
But you haven't done that yet. It is part of the exchange's services, though, and as a guild, you do have access to these services. Um, but yes, we zoom back over to Reese. Reese,
Yes.
how's it going?
Oh boy. Was that sending that she sent?
Yes, I said you could respond.
Yep. All right. Can I hold the response? Do I have to
For
respond
about
right
10
away?
seconds.
Okay.
Uh, I would say you have time enough to compose a response, but you feel that fleeting away the longer you wait.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I hate it. I hate this. Scary. Uh. Ooh. I don't think I would respond actually. No, I'm too. Nah, I can't.
Still just frozen there
Yep.
in the wreckage of that table.
Yep. Can't. Panicking. Gotta.
Eventually, the receptionist at the Hunters Guild comes back down and invites you into follow her upstairs to a private room. This looks like another waiting room. There's a couch and comfortable chairs, and she offers you a beverage.
Yeah, she'll take it. Still panicked from the
It's a warm tea, and the solitude and silence in the room helps, and you're able to calm down a little bit. And just as you're getting actually comfortable, the door opens, and three rough-looking individuals walk in.
What?
All of them clad in black leather armor, all of them showing a silver sword of some make or kind, all of them bearing the insignia of the Hunters Guild. One, a human of older age, probably in his 50s, with salt and pepper hair, closely trimmed goatee, and piercing blue eyes. An elf, uh, looks young as elven do, not sure how old he is. Across his back is strung a bow. At his hip, he wears a long silvered rapier. Uh, he carefully looks at you up and down.
Hmm.
You notice something strange. His bow fingers, his bow hand, string hand of his bow, his fingernails are all painted a different color. You're not sure why. And then the
Yes.
third person is a dwarf. Bright red hair, long bushy beard, massive mustache. And when you look at his black armor, it's not making any noise, but it's all metal. From head to toe, he is covered in metal, but it's quiet. They
Hmm.
take the seats opposite of you without saying anything. The door closes behind them, and they're just looking at you.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna make 3 rolls real quick.
I don't like that.
Okay. What do you do?
This is unnecessarily menacing, and I don't like it. I don't. Probably. They're just staring at me. It,
Perception check if you'd like.
yeah, I would like. Why aren't they staring at me like that? 15.
Nah, you don't notice.
Ha.
So yeah, they're just staring right now. The dwarf crosses his arms, crosses his chest, and leans back in the chair.
I.
The elf speaks up. Tell us your story, little one. And let me warn you, I'll know if there's falsehoods.
I've had enough of this shit for one day. There. Okay. I'm not okay. I am panicking. Oh dear God. There. Mmm. There. I was. What? Where do you want me to start?
So, we can, for the recapping of events, just tell me what you want to relay to them, and cherry pick out the events of from the start of the crash, before the crash, all the way up until crawling out of the sewers, if you want. Like, it's up to you how detailed and what information you want to give these three individuals who have not identified themselves, but seem to be known members of the Hunters Guild.
Okay. Didn't the desk say that she was talking to the head person here?
She did say that.
Then there's 3 people
Well,
here.
she said she was reporting it. She said she was reporting it.
I give them the idea, the whole thing from when I got onto the ship to the crash, like when the ship crashed, and how there was nothing there, like in full detail from when I got onto the ship to when it crashed and after I searched and left to go to Babylon.
Are you adding anything in or leaving anything out of the factual accounts as far as you know them?
No.
All right. Are you telling them anything about your adventures or time in Babylon?
No, I am not.
All right.
Well, actually,
they seem to converse.
Wait, actually,
Go ahead.
I told them that that when I came here, I was immediately arrested. I was arrested on the spot, because I was a demon, and I was taken to the council to trial. I think I was brought to the trial room, where I was casted
You were tribunal, but yeah.
Yeah, I was casted Zone of Truth on, and was deemed worthy to wander around the city. That's where I'll stop.
Okay. Do you mention Felianther being put in charge of watching you, or do you mention Calgon at all at this point, since Calgon was part of
Yes.
you getting arrested and part of your tribunal?
Yes, I do. I will mention Calgon.
So they discuss among themselves. And where is and the elf nods, and then the human. And where is Calgon now?
Dead.
Explain.
He was fangless. There's something took control of him, and he tried to kill Felianthor, and we struck him down. By we, I mean me and my party.
freely admit to killing a member of the Hunters Guild?
Did he say you freely admit to killing a member of the Hunters Guild?
You just did, yeah.
What else? What else were we?
I mean, we didn't kill Calgon.
We
We
didn't
didn't.
kill
We
Colin.
didn't. Oh, we didn't.
No.
No, the Fangless did. No, who
Oh,
did?
I.
Yeah,
It
the
was the
Fangless
Fangless,
killed.
right?
Fangless
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
then
the
I
Fangless
remembered wrong.
under. Yeah,
Well, it's too late now. I forgot.
Well, so the
That's why you
last
take
question asked
notes.
was you freely admit to killing a member of the Hunters Guild.
Ugh. I can't change it now. And plus, I don't. Plus, since I forgot how to.
In character, tell me the response.
Okay, if Reese would have remembered that the Fangless did it, she would have said the Fangless did it. But I don't know if she did remember, because I
All
forgot.
you said was that your party killed him. If you were like, that's technically true because at that time the Fangless was helping you.
Part of the party. So yeah.
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 So the last question asks you freely admit to killing a member of the Hunters Guild, and they're staring at you again. How does Reese react?
More panic and there's a bunch of member of our party was another Fangless that specifically he was the one that killed him. Something else. Both of them were controlled by something, and they just started killing each other. Calgon lost. I mean, yeah.
Did you bring his body back for the Hunter's rights?
I don't think we did. I think we.
You
I think.
didn't.
I think we specifically said we ditched his ass.
They look very displeased.
Yeah,
They
very
look last.
I'm not.
What?
I.
What was that? I didn't hear what somebody said.
Oh, I said there was a lot of talk about looting him.
Yes,
but,
there
as
was.
for his-
Oh shit! Better not show up the blade because. I say I'm not a part of the Hunters Guild. My dad was. Yeah, that's. I didn't
We
know.
heard that
but-
part of your story. So are you telling me, and they're referring to your dad, are you telling me you teamed up with a fangless vampire, killed Calgon, who was hunting vampires,
No, no,
by
no, no.
order of the
No,
Hunters
no.
Guild,
We teamed
and
up.
then left his body in the sewers?
No. We teamed up with Calgon and the Fangless. Then they got controlled by something. Then they fought each other. The both of them.
And
both
then you left his body in the sewers.
And then I left. Yeah. Yeah.
The human nods and then shakes and then like does a chin lift
I didn't
towards
know
the
much.
door to the elf and the dwarf, and they both leave.
I didn't. I don't know much because no one tells me anything.
You say that as Reese?
Yes.
They're going to recover the body and give him his proper rights as a hunter should be granted. Now, as for your father, I knew him. I am aware of him. We will investigate. The troubling thing is, we heard of no air crash nearby. Not recently, not in the time that you spoke of. Again, we will investigate. He then pointedly looks at the crests that you hold, the signets of the hunters, and he's looking you up and down. He's sizing you up. I
Uh.
assume you wish to be involved in this investigation.
Yes, I know a few things, like, I'm assuming Travas is somehow involved in this. I say
Are
that.
you name dropping the counselor out of nowhere with
With someone I don't know?
only metagame knowledge available for you to make this accusation?
What do you mean by that?
Metagame knowledge.
Metagame knowledge.
Yes,
I
tell me what
incited him.
evidence you have.
I incited him, and I said I'm pretty sure, because I incited him, and he, like, when I was.
Are you talking about
Skeptical.
in your first meeting, you incited him and you got a bad vibe from him?
No.
The
When
guy
I
who
went
was
to the,
calling for you
no.
to.
When I went to the academy and
Oh,
when that
uh-huh.
time, and when I was telling him about it, you told me to make an insight check, and you said
And
something.
what did I tell you?
Oh, come on.
What? Yeah, what did I tell you?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you said something about him seeming like he's hiding something.
He already had that information and wasn't reacting to it for the first time.
Yeah, wasn't reacting to it for the first time. It seemed like it wasn't news to him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No. Then I don't remember that. Okay, no.
I'm
I
all
didn't
right,
say that
and then, like I'm saying, I'm not saying you're wrong. I haven't tried to hide that fact. I am saying your only evidence is. I mean, you don't have any evidence.
But that still could be in character, though. If they think, like, you can
And
have a
that's why I
suspicion of
asked.
someone.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
it's not really
That's why I
meta
was
game.
asked.
Yeah.
Well, no, metagaming is because I've kind of sort of confirmed he's on the shady side.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, you could totally drop his name here, and it would influence things. However, as the DM, I'm making sure you want to do that because you have no evidence to back it up.
I don't
But like
know.
I said, you can do it if you want.
I don't know. I don't know them.
So
Reese has always been like the blunt, honest, like, "Oh, you're
Yes.
lying" type of
Yes,
character.
you're right.
Though. That's
You're
what
right.
I'm
I dropped
getting
the
at.
name. Yeah, you're right. I incite people and I say you're lying. Yeah, I totally would.
okay, so you say Travat has something to do with this.
Well, not
The guild
Travat, like,
master.
I'm pretty sure. Like, it's like, God, yeah.
Say what you're gonna say in character. Just tell
Okay.
me.
Okay.
He says you would like to be involved in the investigation, I assume, and you say,
Yes, I've been doing a little bit of investigating myself. Not very well, but I told this same thing to Travas, and he seemed like he already knew this beforehand. Then he proceeded to threaten me and tell me to leave abruptly. So I'm assuming.
so you believe a counselor is responsible for the airship crash
I believe so.
and the disappearance of its passengers.
Yes.
You were in quite the dangerous situation. All the more reason. I think it would be wise if you joined the Hunters Guild. Young child of. What was your dad's name again?
Callior Phonire.
Young daughter of Callior.
Yeah. I already have. Oh, yeah. I pull out Calgon's blade now. Oh, yeah. I took that. Sorry.
And he just. But you left his body.
Yeah.
Follow me, young Grease.
Grease.
I said Reese.
Sorry, it's a habit. Yeah.
So as you're apologizing and stumbling through your kleptomania, explanation. He leads you to the banister overlooking the rowdy party down below. Quiet! This is Reese Fawnfire, daughter of. Say his name again. I'm sorry.
Here,
I can look it up, but I don't have it.
No,
in
I got
front
it.
of me.
I'm typing it. I typed it.
Callior. She is to join our ranks. Who wishes to test her?
I don't have my weapon.
From the back of the room, on the same level,
Shit.
you hear the sweet melodic voice of a scantily clad woman.
Oh, you piece of shit! Oh, god damn it!
Oh, it seems like your just desserts have come a little early, sweetheart. And you see the same cheater woman
I whisper
stand
to him.
up from her
I
table.
whisper to the guy, and I go, "Not her, not her, not her, not her." That's what I say.
He looks down at you and nods once. Alicia, test her.
Oh, damn it.
She gives a
Mm.
haughty bow, puts her drink down, and a circular area clears out with the scraping of tables and chairs as a fighting ring appears in the center of the guild hall.
Shit. I
Not
don't
a real
have
fighting
my
ring, just an
sword.
open circle.
I don't have my weapons. Crap.
The guild master opens and points his palm or points his hand towards the center. Get going, young Foamfire.
I don't.
Do well, and you will be accepted here.
I don't have my weapon.
Ah. He takes a dagger from his belt and hands it to you. Blade, hilt first.
Yeah, I take it.
Alright. It seems Alicia has already appeared in the circle, taking a last big draught from her drink and tosses the empty mug to somebody in the cheering crowd.
Alright. Give me a con save, DM.
Con save. Poison.
You can tell she's tipsy.
She's tipsy. Okay. I walk into the ring, and I take a deep breath, and I scream and frenzy.
What do you do?
I frenzy.
Oh, okay. So, we'll go ahead and say you do have you rolled high initiative, and it doesn't really matter. So we don't need to roll for her. So you frenzy, wings sprout from your back, your demonic sigils glow like your eyes, and all the cheering kind of stops for a minute as the shadows get darker and seemingly start to attract towards you. Bonus action has been used. You have a move and
It
a
is
standard.
not a bonus action. That is a free action.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and take your turn. Yeah. Your action and bonus action are used for your shadow surge thing.
Yes.
Right.
They're used for everything else in my kit.
Pretty much, yeah.
I draw the longsword, and I draw my short sword and my oof.
Well, currently you're holding a dagger that you took from the guildmaster.
Yeah, and I don't
So-
I don't have my weapon.
What do you do with the dagger that's currently in your hand?
Oh, I keep it, and then I also
You-
draw the short sword that I have on my back.
So, dagger in your offhand, short sword in your main hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright,
So, part of your movement, you can draw a weapon, because it's the first round of combat. We've determined this as the rule. So,
Yep.
you can do that.
I do that.
What is your action?
So is this a fight? Like, she has weapons.
She doesn't appear to have anything in her hands currently.
Then I take the dodge action.
All right, bonus action. What are you doing?
I don't know. Actually,
You don't have to do
wait.
anything.
Can I take bonus action dodge?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that part?
Is
I
that?
don't know. That's not. You can take disengage as a bonus action.
No, yeah, I can
Not,
disengage.
and you can take
not
dash
that.
as a bonus action. You can't take dodge as a bonus action with your cunning movements or whatever
Okay.
it's called.
I ready my. Instead, I ready my action to attack with the short sword if she were to attack. I walk up and I ready my action to attack if she were.
If she gets into melee with you.
If she tries
All right,
to
so
attack
you get into
me.
melee with her.
I get into melee with her, and I ready my action to attack if she does. If she, it looks like she's about to, or
So
is attacking.
you realize a readied action also consumes your reaction, correct?
Oh, for uncanny, you're right. I take the dodge action then.
Okay, so do you still walk up to her?
I walk up to her and take the dodge action.
Alright, so you are in melee combat with this person. In the center of the ring, and you're circling each other. Only a few feet separate you, and you're getting ready to dodge. She starts chanting words.
Oh, she's a spellcaster.
Words that you don't know.
I swear to God,
in
if
a
it's hold
language
person.
you don't understand. But obviously she's casting magic. And let's look at a spell list. And I will let you roll the random spells that she is casting. Reese.
She's gonna get hold
get
person.
there.
I always get hold person casted on me. It's I hate it so much.
No, you kidding me? It's a whole person. It's power word kill.
Yes, good.
I need to go to 5e tools. Like 5e tools is just so much better.
Ah, yes, she has power word kill. I'm dead now.
What?
No, she's gonna cast vicious mockery at him.
She's a bard.
She could be.
Filter. Well, no, she's a warlock. I'll tell you. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, so she has two big.
she's a warlock.
She has two big boy slots and two big boy slots and Eldritch Blast.
Or green flame blade. You know, you're in melee.
Oh, don't even get me started on Green Flame Blade. God damn, my attack rolls were so terrible. All right, Reese. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Roll me a D18.
All right. 12.
Well.
Banishment. Shit. If I get banished, that's gonna suck.
I have to check on this because if demonic is 1, I don't think it is, but
What are you checking for?
So,
Don't
what's
worry
the
about it.
casting time? 1 minute. Okay, we're not. She doesn't do that one. Plus or minus 2. No, you don't have to re-roll. I had you roll a D18 for a reason.
Okay. It would be really funny if she just had banishment and hold person, the two spells I hate the most.
So no, she was magic circle.
Oh, magic
was the
circle.
one you hit.
Yeah, it's any creature.
But it doesn't affect. No, it's not.
Really?
Magic circle specifically says, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
I'm probably considering
Demonic is not in there.
demonic. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that would
But its
absolutely
casting time
suck.
is also a
a
minute.
Yeah.
So instead, alright, so for her bonus action, she is casting this spell. And you see a spectral shroud kind of apparate into the air in front of her and go over and cover her face, and a shroud, like a ghostly shroud, goes over her body and then
Yeah,
kind
buddy.
of gets absorbed into her.
Okay.
And you see energy flitting across her body, and spreading frost and chill.
Oh, it'd
She
be
then
really good
makes
if I
an
had that
attack
blade.
at disadvantage.
That's-
Does a 17 hit?
yes, it does.
All right. So she punches you. But this punch has far more force behind it than you would think. I did choose cold instead of radiant because I didn't want to be a dick. But
You're
she
dead
cast
now.
Spirit Shroud.
Oh
She
God,
cast
I
Spirit
knew
Shroud
it.
on herself.
I knew it. That spell is so mean. Ugh.
So
I would have had no chance if it was radiant. Like that would just insta kill.
Right. So you can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. In addition, a creature of your choice you can see starts its turn within 10 feet of you, which you moved into the space of, so you're currently within 10 feet, has its speed reduced by 10 until the start of their next turn.
That's fine.
My next turn. So she did make melee contact, so it's 1 point of damage, plus 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And it's a solid hit. You feel it connect.
I don't take 6. I
But
take 3.
as it hits, okay. Well, it's magic damage. Does that matter?
No.
Any damage at all.
It does.
gets
It doesn't matter.
blocked.
That's why it's rogue. That's why rogue is funny.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say more?
Oh, are you using? You're using uncanny dodge?
Did you say there's more? I'm sorry. What?
No, I'm asking what you're using.
Yeah. Oh, I know there's a save at the start of my turn for that too. Yeah, I'll use it.
No, I'm asking what you're using to take half damage.
37 uncanny.
Is it?
Uncanny dodge.
Okay. You have not added that to your character sheet.
I don't know why I didn't.
I don't either.
Probably because I forgot. I
Alright,
just
give me a
remember being excited for level 5 and me getting it.
it's the when an attacker that you see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
Oh, it's attack? Dang.
Yeah, that's what I was like. It doesn't work on everything.
I thought it
I'm
did.
almost positive it doesn't.
I
work
thought
on
it did work on everything. Huh.
And it's an
No.
attack that you can see.
Yeah. So if I sneak attack you, you're taking full damage.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. And in other campaigns, like yeah, like I've seen it work on anything, any attack at all, as long as you can see it.
It has to be an attack, and as long as you can see it.
Okay.
I mean, magic attack is like if it's a magic attack,
yeah.
it still would work.
So, you feel that she has not drawn any weapons, and she is punching you. You don't know if she's holding back or not. And as this thought crosses your mind, she lashes out again. But You're able to see this second attack coming, and you're able to dodge. It is your turn.
Angry demon noises. Unga bunga. Unga bunga short sword. Go. And then do I have dagger?
You miss.
Kniffy. Dang it.
You missed that as well.
I suck.
I will be right back.
Is that
Her haughty laughter fills the air.
wait? Is she
as-
attacking
what-
with
go ahead.
advantage? No, that's disadvantage because my dodge. Okay.
Because of your dodge, which you didn't choose to dodge this turn, you made 2 attacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So she laughs and lashes out with 2 more attacks of her own. This at standard. So 17 we've already determined hits,
Yep. And
but
miss.
an 11 does not.
So that's 1, and then
So 7 points of damage. Go ahead and reduce it to half if you want. That means you get 3 points of damage.
I can't. I need sneak. I need my sneak. I can't do anything without my sneak. Ah!
And then her bonus action. She's gonna say a command word. She's gonna say a word. And now it's your turn.
Okay. Is there any way that I can impose my sneak attack on her? Like if I used my Shadow Rift and attacked from behind like that, would that get me my sneak attack?
You need a 5-foot area of shadows. You are currently surrounded in a ring of hunters. There is no 5-foot area of shadows. For
Is there a
your thing
light?
to
Is
work
there
on.
any way to get me those shadows?
Oh no.
Is there a light above me?
The whole area seems to be illuminated by something. If you would like to use your action to perceive your surroundings better and give me a perception check, you can.
No, I can't do that. I am in the most horrible situation. I cannot use any of my abilities. This sucks. Everything sucks.
I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
Just go hide.
I don't even have my
So what are you doing, Reese?
plus dex? Yeah, that's plus dex. Okay. I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose this anyway. Wait. Hold on. What is
Is
this?
there a chandelier?
Is there a chandelier? That's not exactly.
The area is
I
illuminated
could.
somehow. You may
Ooh.
use your action to perceive it better if you want to use your perception
Pull.
check.
Ooh, I got my Thunderstone still. That's blindness and deafness. And that would give me advantage.
So you're gonna let off an explosion inside
Yes.
the hunters.
That would. I'm not going to do that. But that that would give me my advantage. But also, that's a big boom
Also
boom.
put you at disadvantage, so it wouldn't. So you still wouldn't get the sneak attack bonus.
It would be funny. No. Okay, I'm just gonna keep slapping because that's all I can do.
Okay. So
I don't miss.
oh,
Ooh.
that one hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I don't miss.
So go ahead and finish your turn, and we'll resolve that in a second because you just triggered something. So go ahead and roll your second attack if you'd like. That one hits as well. So 8 points of damage. So as your blade comes in contact with her, you notice the something started shining
Hellish Rebuke.
where your blade struck, and your blade is now covered in ice.
For a second, I
And
thought
your
you were
other
about the
one hit
Hellish
too.
Rebuke.
It is now also covered in ice. You can go ahead and give me a strength saving throw for each of your weapons.
Oh, that is horrible. All right, Strength save. That's okay. Okay, so it's, at least my short sword's out. I think. Maybe. I don't know.
You're able to whip the short sword away, but the dagger is stuck fast, and with a flick after your strike, she throws it into the crowd as the ice melts around the impact point and the dagger is gone.
It would have been really funny if I kept my poison spear. I just kept pulling things out.
She laughs as she disarms your blade, and you see a small trickle of blood where your short sword slashed in, and her eyes meet yours. At least you're keeping it interesting. And she moves in for 2 strikes of her own. But you're able to dodge both quite easily and deliver another slash. Go for it.
Okay, can I move... Can I... So would it actually take me an action to draw Calgon's blade out?
You don't
Yes.
have Calgon's blade. I
And
thought
you also don't have it.
Why don't I have it?
Because you lent it to somebody.
No, it's
No,
the
that's
other
mine.
blade he lent.
Calgon's blade, the one that he was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Calgon's
god damn
getting
it.
enchanted, isn't it?
No, I have 2.
No,
I have 2.
two
Remember?
blades.
The one that I
The one
eliminated
that's
left
the
the carve.
rapier is the one that's getting
Yeah.
done.
The long
I thought
sword.
he
Alright.
gave Calgon's
The
blade to one
longsword.
of the hunters, though, because that was Calgon's blade. Unless they let him keep it.
She didn't do that. Okay,
Alright.
so the longsword. Yes, it would take an action to pull it out, but you can do so.
Okay. Yeah, I say, sorry, I say, I'm sorry, Calgon, and I pull out his blade as an action and bonus action slash.
Which you cannot do.
I cannot do.
So, no,
I not. Oh wait, I have to hit with a normal one.
correct.
I pull it out as an action. Then I bonus action disengage. And
Okay.
fly up. Actually, no, I don't. Wait, actually, no, that's not a good idea. No, wait, no. I stay in melee. That's not... That's right,
Okay.
she's a caster. She's a caster. I'm staying in melee.
So what do you want to do?
Ooh, I don't like that.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just pull it out, and I'm done.
I think she's a multi-class.
Maybe.
That's
that's a
multi-
critical
She
fail.
can't roll to hit anything.
She's drunk, so.
That's also true. Well, she looked tipsy, but yes. So, you're dodging, and it's a show of more your skill rather than her lack of skill. Because obviously she's used to combat. But with your increased agility and movement of your wings, you're able to circle and guide around this battlefield. So much so that your next attack has advantage.
Oh, I get sneak attack, finally! Alright,
Not with a longsword.
yeah.
Oh wait, but
so-
this is Calgon's blade. You're good.
But no, it's a longsword. Calgon's blade
Yeah,
is
so-
a
Oh,
longsword.
it's a regular longsword. Okay, yeah,
It's
so
an
you don't
actual,
get sneak attack.
yes. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my main hand is still the short sword, because that gives me my sneak attack.
So you drew the longsword with your offhand.
Yes, I don't even know
Alright,
if I can hold
it's
it like
gonna
that.
to switch them around. I would say because you are declaring it this way right now,
Yeah.
after the point that I gave you advantage, to switch them around again will be an action.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine, because I have my short sword. I still have my short sword in my main
Okay.
hand, and that's all that matters.
Go for it. This is at advantage.
Alright, yeah. I'll just toggle that. Alright. Oh boy, come on. 16?
Does not, in fact, hit.
Ah, no! Oh, I needed that so
But-
bad.
You can make an offhand attack with your longsword.
I don't know. I think it needs to be light, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Eh.
It would make no sense then for you to have it in your offhand. That was just a waste of an action.
It
But
was.
you do you. So,
I mean, if you let me, I will, but I don't know if I can.
honestly, I don't care. This is more a narrative battle, and I'm about to wrap it up. So,
Alright.
Alright. So you step in and give a feint with your first strike, and she falls for it. Opening her up, you don't have advantage. That's actually a 7.
Yeah, I forgot to untoggle it.
Uh,
I just suck.
Yeah, you miss a couple strikes, and we'll do her last round, and one of them will hit. So your
Okay.
strikes both miss going high, and she ducks down and comes up with an uppercut. And it catches you square in the chin. And you feel the cold damage and the impact of her fist. And even with your uncanny reflexes to decrease the damage, as you jump with the attack, your wings providing you a little lift so you can go with the momentum, you end up flat on your back. And there's a cheer that lets out. And then you feel hands reaching down and pulling you up. Everyone's patting you on the back. They don't seem to mind your aura for whatever reason. And a drink is shoved in your hands. You look down and it's a mug of ale. You're confused, but it seems you're being congratulated. People are clapping. The guildmaster has his arms crossed. He's looking over, and he looks like he has a proud face on him. You know that guildmaster, as
I'm still
guildmasters
angry.
do.
Is my frenzy still up? Cause that changes what I'm doing.
That's up to you. You get the feeling that the fight is over, and when you look for her, your opponent is nowhere to be seen.
Okay. Yeah. I deactivate the frenzy, and I immediately start panicking because there's people around me. Me no like people.
And that is fine. And you may go and hide, you may run to a dark corner, or what have you. But you do so, even through your panic, realize, like your father, you have been accepted into the Hunters Guild. What that entails,
Oh.
who knows?
Do I get my own blade
But
now? Let's go.
the rest of the night, you are congratulated by the different hunters. Eventually, more food is brought, more drink, and a party is had while you are a loner. And social anxiety is a thing. There's also a tinge of pride and acceptance that makes you feel good. All right, Eldon. This is the last half of the evening as you and Ithil are finishing up at the exchange. Afternoon is setting, and it is the evening. What would you like to do during this?
Go to the biblioteca.
Okay. Ithil, are you accompanying Eldon to the academy area?
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm probably gonna have to dip though.
Are you talking in character or in person?
But in person, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get some stuff done.
Okay.
So yeah.
So my goal was to get you guys into the tower after you handled your out of tower stuff. If that is not the case, I would like everyone to be here for that. So if we're not able to do that, we can just say this is the final wrap up of the pre-tower thing, and we will end tonight after we do everything up until you guys are basically entering the tower.
Okay.
And that's where we'll pick up next week. So, since you're having to go, in the final 2 weeks, is there anything else you want to accomplish personally?
Oh,
It-
I'm wondering if I could...
Again, it would just be like shopping around for types of beasts, spending a couple 100 gold on that, and
All right, give me do you want high or low?
Go with high.
And roll me 100-siders. 1d100.
Oh, oops. Bummer.
That is super low. So you know what? That is super low though. That's like bottom 5%. So that's like a crit on bad luck. That'd be less than a 1 on a d20. So let's
You find nothing.
Nah. You find some things.
You find a plague rat that bites you on the toe. You don't notice.
Some exotic beast land that you have no idea.
You find death. Lol.
You have become the were monkey.
So while looking for exotic beast meats and everything, not just for Adventures Jump, but you becoming a connoisseur in your own right. In the bazaar area, at one of the days, you find a shop, and the name of the shop is Chimeric Emporium. You walk in, and there's pelts, bisected and dissected muscle groups of all sorts of different animals. And behind a desk, or behind a workbench, or whatever, a front area, there is a tall, thin, blue humanoid. Upon your sliminess coming into the shop. Oh my, can I help you? The tall, thin, blue humanoid asks.
Yeah, I would like a bunch of different types of beasts meat, if you have any.
You see plenty of different types of beast meats and everything
Mhm.
strung about. Well, here we have baboon, cat, fox, hare, rat, weasel. We have the muscular groups of legs, arms. Different. The baboon has a stronger heart that can be placed in any chimeric model. What are you looking for specifically?
Any chimeric model.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana.
Okay.
What'd you get?
14.
So, what drew you to this shop was the title Chimera. Or Chimera. And you know a chimera is a artificially created monster made up of different creatures' parts. And the Vidalkin, which is the type of person the person is, has said they have baboon parts, chimeric cat parts, chimeric fox parts, chimeric hare parts, chimeric rat parts, and chimeric weasel part. And yes, the baboon, I'll just let you know. Each of these only have one ability. They are tiny, unaligned beasts. Well, the baboon I think is small. Yeah, the baboon's small. The chimeric cat's tiny. The fox is tiny. The hare is tiny. The rat is tiny, and the weasel is also tiny. The weasel has keen hearing and smell. The rat has keen smell. The hare has escape. The fox has keen hearing. The cat has keen smell. The baboon has pack tactics. And they each all have their own stats and their own weapon attacks.
I'll go with the baboon.
Yes, that'll be 60 gold pieces for a muscle group of the baboon. What muscle group would you like?
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right?
Because these are magically treated, basically cadavers, they are viewed as components for ritualistic spellcasting,
Yeah.
and therefore are expensive. But this is what you were able to find with that very bad luck.
Yeah.
And so, which one do you want?
The baboon, and I'll take a heart of the baboon.
Okay. So, and do you consume it right then and there, or do you just take it?
I can consume it right there and there. I'm not trying to hide my nature.
All right. I don't know why it separated it into 3 messages, but there you go. Those are the oh, it has a climb speed. That's cool. But you already have one of those. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not very strong. It's not very big. But you have a primate form. A small primate form. If you so choose.
It has pack tactics.
It does.
Which is cool. And it's on right. But yeah. Okay.
60 gold pieces, and you have a tiny baboon, or a small baboon heart. Are you choosing to change out one of your other forms? Or stored forms?
I believe I can have 1 humanoid form and 3 normal form. 3 beast forms.
I think it was it 3 because I thought it was 3 total, one of them being humanoid. But I could be wrong.
Well, either way, I only have the mouse and the human form to begin with. So
I thought you had like a pig or something too.
No,
Okay.
I just have the mouse and the human form. So I
Well,
still
now you
have
have
it.
a baboon.
Yeah.
All right. And so that's what you find for the rest of the 2 weeks.
Is it that baboon on 5e tools?
Yes, chimeric baboon. Yeah.
All right.
So, and the rest of the weeks, you assist your mother getting Adventures Jump up and running. Slowly, more customers are coming back, and she seems to be a lot happier. Not happy, but not super depressed.
Okay.
You can go ahead and roll me an insight if you'd like, but it'd be at disadvantage.
Might as well try.
You're just happy she's not like she was after the first initial days. She's up and about, moving, and she seems to be happy in some sense. And that's good enough for you.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, if you need to go,
yep,
no worries. We will be stopping once we complete this whole thing with everybody. Just call it a short game tonight.
Okie dokie.
All right.
I'll see y'all later.
Have a good one. Yeah, have a good one.
So Eldon, to quickly do your thing, you get to the Biblioplex and they have normal working hours where they are open. You have not shown up within those working hours. And you spend the rest of the evening how you will, walking back towards Adventures Jump or wherever you're going to be lodging. unable to gain access during the evening. Do you want to stop by any place on your way back to Adventures Jump?
Uh, Weaponsmith to buy an enchanted glaive.
So, are you going to a specific store, or are you just trying to find a place?
Trying to find a place. I haven't asked anyone.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation with disadvantage, as you are unfamiliar with the area still. Good enough. You're gonna get a pretty good grade. Door. All right. In an adventurer's quarter southwest of the town gate, its neighbors include the Spartan Hall of a closed down Adventurers Guild Hall and the workshop of a female gnome. The shop is a single story, half timbered building with several lidded glass windows. It is built around a huge fallen meteorite. The shopkeeper is a zealous dwarf named Renane. Huh. She and she wears these massive gloves, as it seems her forge has been made inside this meteorite. You walk in and you see a wall of ranged weapons. What sticks out to you is a set of javelins and a light crossbow. Then you see a morning star and a mace crossed with each other. And to your ever surprise, next to those stands two tridents. Tridents that look shockingly familiar. With enchantments and aquascapes depicting two tridents of Fish Command. I want to tell you guys, or just reiterate, all these shops are randomly generated. And I keep the ones that I like. But, yeah, two tridents of Fish Command. So, you see the
That's
female dwarf,
awesome.
Rinrain, working out of this meteorite. What are you doing?
She doesn't have anything else besides the tridents and the stuff you just said, right?
That's what you see displayed on the walls.
Alright, I'll go up and... Hello?
Looking up out of the meteorite forge. Renane. Hi, what can I do for you?
Well, I was hoping to get a magic glaive. Or
A
some
glaive,
other...
you say?
That's my preferred weapon.
Huh. I don't believe I've made a glaive out of the meteorite yet. I'm assuming you've heard only the finest meteorite weapons come from my shop.
I
But
had
you
not
know, a
heard, but
glaive
I'm
is a large
interested.
blade. It can become quite pricey.
How pricey would it be?
Well, standard prices for a glaive are what? 50 gold? A meteorite is a specialized material. And you said you wanted enchanted. I'd have to send that out as I am no magic smith. But I can tell you that meteorite weapons hold enchantments like no other. So,
I did not know that.
we'll say 150 for the blade of the glaive. And then another 25 for the haft. And then if you want it enchanted, well, you can do that at a different shop. So in total, if you want a meteorite glaive, it'll be 175 at my shop.
I've never used a meteorite weapon.
Oh, it's a fine
What-
material for weapons.
Well, what are the benefits of it over just normal steel?
So she gets an excited look and starts explaining. Well, for starters, it's much lighter than an average steel blade, but quite just as strong, if not stronger. And its magical transitive properties help it and exhibit high quality enchantments. Conduct. There's the word I'm looking for. Conduct high level magical energies. And she pulls you close. It sparkles on its own. You see the slab of meteorite that she's working in front of, and it's not so much a forge, but there seems to be a molten fire in the center of the meteorite, and she's moving around parts of it that she's like smelting away from the inside of the large boulder.
Well, that does sound very special. How about 150 gold even?
Roll a persuasion.
Nope.
I believe my price is set fair. I wasn't even considering time and effort, as you offered an interesting challenge. As I have said, I have not made a glaive out of meteorite yet.
I I did not consider that. Okay,
Tell you
175 a day.
what. Oh, well, very well then. And she quotes you 6 days for you to come and pick up the blade in half. Or the completed weapon, but not enchanted.
Sounds good.
And I'm assuming you want to go and have it enchanted? Because remember, we're speeding this up till 2 weeks.
Yeah, I want to have it enchanted.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me an investigation, and this will be your last big action for the 2 weeks.
I also wanted to see if I'm cursed, so, but
You can go and get yourself checked out. It's 35 gold to have the curse broken, or remove curse cast on you. So, if you pay 35 gold, you can get the curse removed.
I did not roll very well.
You did not. So where are you trying to go get the blade enchanted by? After the 6 days.
Up at the academy looking for a student enchanter or artificer.
And your investigation was a 7. So you're walking around campus. Oh, and at some point I'm assuming you go to the biblioteca.
Yes.
So, you are given as your boon a reading slate. The librarian who offers you the reading slate asks what tomes or subjects of interest you would like to read. We'll get to the enchanting thing in a minute. We can say you did this the same day.
Any stories, fables, or tales you have, especially about venturing into the tower and heroes and such?
For studies and previous climbers. Very well. He takes the slate back from you. He puts it in what seems to be an apparatus built for the slate. And after about 30 minutes, he hands it back. You have been granted access to all non-restricted tomes of your research inquiry. You may access them through the slate. Basically, he gave you a Kindle.
Magic Kindle.
Magic
what would I
Kindle.
have to do to get access to the restricted text?
Get security clearance. And with that quit, he kind of like dismisses you away. All right, moving on to the enchanting. You got your book, and you are looking through all the different titles, not knowing where to start, as there are hundreds of books on tower study and thousands of papers written by mages on tower theory. Quite a few less books written on the exploits of particular climbers, quote unquote heroes. But there are some. Mostly it's accounts of adventurers in the tower that pertain to the other research material about the tower. And while you're absent-mindedly walking around the tower, the academy, you start looking for an enchanter. But that day you're unable to find them. You have 5 days left. Roll me an investigation. Same thing. You go to the academy with hopes of finding a artificer willing to enchant your weapon, but you get distracted by reading your book, and you're putting half-assed effort into it. And at this point, you only have 4 days until your scheduled tower excursion, and you don't think there's going to be time for it to have it enchanted. All right. But you do have your book, and you can read and study it in the evenings or whenever you want. Felianthor, you are able to find an apartment, relatively nice place, and you're able to get it set up. Do you want to pay your rent in advance, or do you want to pay month to month? Oh, sorry. Which reminds me, Eldon, are you keeping your hotel room?
No, we'll go down to the middle class.
Okay, so that's 3 silver times 14 is what it'll cost you for your rooms and board.
Okay.
So, Reese, same for you.
What?
3 times 14 in silver.
Oh, 3 times
All right,
14.
I'm assuming you're gonna continue bunking with Eldon,
Yeah.
or in the same place
Yep.
as Eldon, not specifically the same room. So it's 3 times 14 silver. So what's that, like 42?
Yep.
Yeah. So,
So
that's
yeah,
3
42
gold.
silver for the 2 weeks.
So that's 3 gold.
4
Okay.
gold and 2 silver if you want to do it that way.
Okay, I don't have any silver, so
But-
I'm just gonna convert this to 290. So I would have. Okay, hold on. 290.
All right.
That'll be 100 silver. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Anyways,
42 silver.
Felianthor, do you want to pay in
Got it.
advance or do you want to pay month to month?
Let's just go in advance.
So, if you want to have it fully furnished, nice and clean, comfortable, well lit, well accommodated, safe place, you're looking at 50 gold for the year. But you have a nice apartment. And
That
fully
works.
furnished.
I'll pay 50 gold.
First time you've bought your own bed, and you've never slept so good. So, with your home established, is there anything else you want to accomplish in the 2 weeks prior to your first tower run or tower climb?
No, maybe buy some provisions, but otherwise, no.
Anything specific? I'm not talking about like tools for climbing or rations. Anything like any big expenditure. Like, are you looking for a magic item or anything, or are you just waiting for your? You were getting a sword or a shield?
I'm getting I bought a shield and I'm getting armor made.
You're getting
Um,
armor.
I
You
think
already
we
have.
got health potions already.
You already have the armor on your sheet, correct?
Yeah, I put it on there.
Good deal. So you don't want any other big things like those things in the next 2 weeks, right?
Nope.
Okay. Did you want to do anything towards the note that Counselor Amatis sent you? The message that Counselor Amatis sent you?
Nothing like over the top, just generally keeping a lookout, maybe watching the sewer entrances, reading up a bit on necromancy. Otherwise, no.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, and this will encompass your investigation and studies into that, so into those subjects. Unfortunately,
It's impressive.
Hired from the guard, has embittered you, the ever jovial Felianthor, towards the council, and these are your first 2 weeks after being fired, and you're like, fuck those guys. Yeah. But you have to give them a tertiary investigation, and you watch. What you do notice is the movement of goblins. But that's not your bag. You don't need to get into it. You're not a guard anymore. Alright. Ithel's gone. Jurgen,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing for these 2 weeks?
So yeah, while I'm waiting on, I guess, my armor, I would like to see about. Say I still got. See, do I still got both my? Yeah, so I still have two of my short swords. I was thinking about maybe getting them replaced with a rapier.
You can do if it's standard equipment you want, you can just buy it.
Yeah, I think I'll do that, and then and any healing items, anything available there?
What type of healing items?
Oh, we're potions of healing, for example. I don't know how. Let's see, that's like what, 50 gold a pop, isn't it? Oh,
Base healing potions, yes. You could also go to the school, talk to artificer students, because alchemist is one of their subclasses. So you might be able to get some student-made healing potions for cheaper. If you would like to do something along those lines, you can give me an investigation check to find a cheaper source for healing potions. Otherwise, you'd be spending the market value.
I'll
Or you can just choose to spend the market value. That's fine too. What?
Oh, sorry. Just come mumbling to myself. See what the. Oh, what the hell? It doesn't give. Okay, I have to go to the actual equipment thing, don't I?
What are you doing, Sean?
I'll check out the college or whatever. See if there's a.
Alright, roll an investigation then.
Yeah. 12.
Roll me a d4.
D4. Got a 4.
So if you spend 200 gold, or we'll say 350, you were able to commission a student to make you 4 potions of healing. One of them is quite a bit darker red than the others.
Okay.
Just make a note of that.
Okay, so I'll make a note of that, but I will.
So you got one of them for free, basically, but one of them is quite a bit darker. Call it healing potion, dark red.
That probably would have come out of the guild resources. So
Which I would request. Cease and
Reimbursement for.
yeah, I'm
yeah.
taking it out of the guild resources right now. So now we
Okay.
have 100 platinum and 11.
I would assume this is an expenditure that we're all good with, right?
All right.
You said it was 350 for 4.
Yes. And one of them is dark red. If so, here's the thing. If items are in the guild inventory and not on a character's sheet, then you are not carrying them with you. Whatever is on your sheet and marked as equipped or carried is what you have on you.
Yep.
Not what's in the guild thing.
Excuse me.
So, anything else you want to do for the week, Jurgen?
Like to see if I can procure myself some like a set of thieves tools so that so both Reese and I could be our party lockpicks.
Standard
More or less.
equipment, you just have to pay for it. I said that already.
Okay, understood.
Yep.
Will do. Will do.
Is that it?
So,
Or
that
do you
should
have
be.
anything else? All right. So then we move to Reese.
Yes.
Reese?
Yep.
Are you hanging out for the weeks with the Adventurers Guild or with the Hunters Guild, assisting with their investigation,
Yes, I am.
or are you doing something else?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, what I want you to do then, and we're gonna end the night here. Reese, I want you to do the journal recap for today.
What'd you
For this
say?
week's session. I want you to do the journal recap for this week's session.
Okay.
And at the end of the recap, I want you to write the adventure and investigation lead that you and the Hunters Guild had. You can make up a couple hunters that you have a fondness for, and we will add them into the storyline of the world.
Oh, wait, do I add? Do I write the outcome of it?
You write. I'm gonna get to what the context is, but yeah, you get to make up everything within the context I'm about to tell you. You and some hunters find the wreckage, and there is no trail of anyone leaving, coming, or going. It's been too long.
Okay.
But you find, or one of your party members, it could even be Alicia, the one you fought,
Yeah.
finds traces of necrotic energy. And that is the only clue you guys find. So your trip there, back, and the investigation, all up for your interpretation and storytelling.
Okay.
The results is they're back, and you found evidence of necromantic energies at the site, but that was it. All right.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be a short night tonight. I had
Right.
the first level of the tower done up, but schedules are schedules. I get it.
Yeah. And it's more time to prepare more stuff. Mm-hmm.
Well, this wasn't supposed to be another shopping session. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't go Pokemon card shopping. I mean rune shopping. Blades.
you didn't. But you joined the Hunters Guild, so that's a thing.
Because don't
You
all
also
hunters
didn't
get
inquire
the...
about them also making yourself a silver sword.
Yes.
But you can also include that in the in your story if you want.
that I got a hunter's blade for myself.
No, not that you got one. That you brought up the subject.
Oh yeah, that
You'll-
I brought.
You'll
Yeah.
find out that it is awarded to a hunter after their first successful hunt.
So then I would look at the
And
hunter's
you
board
have
and go.
not been on one.
And then I would look to the hunter's board and go. Oh. And then I probably would grab one and just start. And after the 2 weeks are over, I would probably grab one, apply for it, and immediately run back to my party, like an excited child.
Sure, and I'll tell you what that monster is that you randomly grabbed right now.
Oh God.
Yep.
Oy.
It would be really funny if it
This
was.
sheet. Or, you know what? Do this.
All right, Reese, roll me a d6.
It'd be really funny if it was one that we cannot fight. Oh no.
What'd you roll?
2.
Well, that makes it easy on me, so that's nice.
Why won't
And it actually makes sense for a demon to be hunting these things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Roll
Is it more
me
demons?
a d24. No, it's celestial.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. I'm a good person. Dang it. Alright. If it was demons, I would have went rip and tear like Doomslayer. But
What'd you get?
8.
8. Oh, jeez.
Imagine if it was CR rating. That was the CR rating.
Well, 14, but
Oh, CR 14. Actually, no, we could do that.
I mean, maybe.
No, that's way doable.
So, you pick up. Here, let me see. You pick up a bounty or a hunter's bounty, and you don't look at it initially. But when you get back to Adventures Jump and you get a look, it's a picture of one of these, and it is called a
Not
Death
Planetar.
Pack Angel.
Okay. If it was Planetar, I would have lost it and I would have died. I hate Planetars. They're annoying. Where'd you send it?
What? I just put the token on the main page.
Oh.
You see it?
Oh my god. Hi.
All right.
That's creepy.
So does anyone have anything else they want to do in these final 2 weeks, or in this session before we call it?
Helden! I need to go. I need to kill this thing. We need to go do this, like right now. And I start waving the page excitedly in front of his face.
I'd like to go get one of those monocles.
Monocle?
One of the identification monocles?
Yep.
You were quoted. Go ahead and roll me. Oh no. We already did your investigations for an artificer. You were not able to come into contact with one.
Correct.
Yeah. So are you attempting to just go to a shop and buy one?
Yes.
Well, I know where one is.
Pick
if
high or
he's
low,
still-
and then roll me 100-siders.
Okay, Eldon, here's a tip. Pick one, then right before you roll it, switch to the other last second. It always works.
I'm gonna pick high.
Go for it. Roll it. Get.
Not 50.
Well.
Huh.
No, you're not able to find one in a shop, but when you're making inquiries, you get told pretty much the same thing. Check with a student, or maybe make a deal with the exchangers when you come out of the exchange guild when you come out of the tower.
Okay.
And with that, I guess we will call it tonight. Like I said, little short, quite a bit shorter than I was expecting, but what you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, you gentlemen have a good night.
You too, man.
Yes.
Thanks for the
Have a
game.
good night.
I will.
Thanks for
Oh,
the
and
game.
Yes, good. I will
Yes, yes.
page in
Yes.
Eldon's
So-
face like an annoying child. I need to get that out of
just
the way.
a thing. Reese, it says what level of the tower they can be found on.
Yeah, what level?
And it says range 10 to 20.
Oh.
You're it says floor 10 to 20.
I see.
So-
Time to climb that tower, baby.
And again, to reiterate, we are starting at you guys going to the tower the next
Yep.
session.
Yep, Tower 1. So I should probably... I would probably, like... I'd probably go back later and probably actually pay attention to what I'm grabbing.
All right. Regardless, have a good night. I'm getting off. Later.
Filler.
That's the end of the shopping episode.
Yep, filler. The big episode 10, double digits, and we just went shopping for 3 hours.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to get better armor.
And I guess my character arc, it's definitely my character arc time because it's because there's a lot of shit from my background coming up just all at once.
I swear to God, though, if I get screwed over by that armor purchase, I'm actually going to be a little irritated. Because I mean, I get it's part of the role playing and stuff. I just want to get better than just regular leather armor. That's all I want to do.
He's gonna give you better than regular armor. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. It's like even just studded leather armor will be better than what I'm currently wearing. It'll up my AC by 1. You know, and right. Do you? I guess I could ask the rest of the party when it's like, do you guys want me to chip in for some of that potion cost? Because we did end up having to dip into our party funds, considering I did not have 300 something gold on my person, but I am willing to like chip in
Yeah.
like the gold cost. If y'all
No,
want.
those are things we would have discussed this as a party already. Those are the things that are considered guild resources. So like potions, scrolls,
Okay.
different kinds of gems and spell components. Those are the things that are considered guild.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make.
Guild.
Also,
So we would discuss that as a party, like, hey, if we're going out to buy potions, take some of the guild resources with you so that we buy it.
how much gold
Gotcha.
do we do?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was clear because I wasn't trying to like drain our party resources there.
How
I'm just
much,
like I just want to be nice and get us healing shit. Because, like, say it was supposed to be like I wasn't supposed to rely wholly on the good berries, but the good berries are supposed to be better than what Skirk made them out to be. So,
Well, the good berries are also 1 hit point per every time you eat them, and
rules as written. At some point, I'll be able to juggle like 120 good berries. At some point, like the only limiter on good berries in terms of like time is they're good for 24 hours. But if a short rest is at minimum 8 hours, then
or 1 hour.
oh, it's one. Wait,
It's an hour.
for a long
Short
rest?
rest is
No, short rest is
Oh, I
1
said
hour.
short
1
rest.
hour.
Yeah. Long rest is
Okay,
8.
yeah. Long rest. I meant long rest. Sorry. Long rest is like 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the idea was whenever I'm doing any kind of light activity for like, you know, long rest purposes, I would blow basically all my spell slots to make good berry and then, you know, complete my long rest and get my spell slots back kind of deal. Like I get it like why he's skirting it because it is kind of like I am sort of kind of taking advantage of the mechanics a bit, but like I don't know. It's not like I'm breaking anything. It again, you can't really
kind of
use these
the-
in combat.
It's kind of the entire thing of it. You're right, rules as written, it makes sense, but you have to also think of the mechanics of it. Of yes, you would actually get the shits if you ate nothing but berries. Also, the
Magical.
entire thing of it's just the reality of it. It's not something that good berries are good because You eat one, you don't have to worry about bringing rations in the dungeon.
I get that as
That's
intended. The
drawback.
spell was meant to be just a more of like a replacement for rations. I get that. That's why I don't know. I'm debating whether to keep them. I might still keep them because it could be good for like if we run out of rations. But definitely picking up when I get the chance. I'll probably pick up something like healing. Was it healing word or maybe it's cure wounds? It's one of the later healing spells.
Mass healing word, mass cure wounds. There's how much gold do we have as a party, like total?
1011.
Yep.
Rip.
And then
'Cause if I
I've
get
got
that
currently
8,000.
so I got on my person 141 gold and 11 silver after those expenditures.
Yeah.
What's that?
If I get that that blade, that bleeding blade,
Okay.
that is so good.
Okay.
Oh dear God.
That
My
is
damage.
a nice weapon. Hey,
I'm
maybe
telling
you'll
you.
find one.
Yeah,
That'd be
maybe.
cool.
Because right now, my damage in one turn, max damage is over 100. Like, my damage is busted. Like, so far I do so far if I crit, with one attack, that's 6d6, normally.
Yeah, because you're up to You're up to 3d for your sneak
Yep.
attack, aren't you? Or are you at 2d6? I can't remember.
Okay, so I want to hear one. I think I rolled it like up here.
All right, let
I
me
think
see.
Yeah, I did. My max damage. So if you look at it, if you scroll all the way up to the beginning, like of this thing, you'll see it. I rolled it. 12 plus 19. My max damage, if I all crit, is 107 in one round. So basically, that would
Taking a
be
look.
So 12, it would be my 2 attacks, then sneak attack, then my frenzy, then my cold damage, then
Oh wow, yeah, you are at 3d6 for your sneak attack. Very
yeah,
nice.
my damage is overloaded.
I'm kind of considering maybe dipping into rogue myself if that would be
amazing.
especially
Dip
if
in
I
the
was
rogue.
assassin.
You ask Reese how to be rogue.
How rogue?
Reese goes,
no,
like this, and I just start fucking hiding.
I swear to God, if you start reenacting that one part from SpongeBob with the bubble blowing, I'd probably make my day. But
I'll look up the scene and I'll see if I can.
now how it probably would make sense for Jurgen if he were to decide to multi-class, it'd be more like after observing, your combat prowess and just kind of basically taking note of how you get that, extra damage in and whatnot. It's like, well, we'll see. What if I apply that? And what if I become a little more efficient with my movements? Because I mean, just dipping 2 levels into rogue, yeah, I only get the 1d6 to sneak attack. That's still pretty decent considering I do pretty good damage on my own. Yep. Especially now that I can do 4 attacks at round 1 and then 3 every round after if I decide to use my bonus action to attack.
3 levels and get assassin though, and you roll good on initiative.
Which is gonna typically happen. It's just that the last couple weeks I rolled fairly low, even with my +6.
Yeah, that was the problem I brought up with the
multi-class,
DM. Like, if you roll low on your
I
initiative,
think Paladin probably wouldn't be a bad dip for you.
Well, Paladin would be a bad dip because they both require a bonus action for the smites. Rather than doing a Paladin, I'd be going Artificer. That way I can improve my bullet
Oh my God, Reese
and
dips
then
into
use my
Paladin.
smites
Be really
to
funny.
actually add more damage to it.
It'd be really funny if Reese dipped into fucking Paladin. Smite, and I kill myself.
See, I almost thought about going with a concept that I ran into online, which was pick Kobold and then either go with Paladin or some sort of like smiting, Gish, because come to find out, because of their pack tactics, it makes them really good for like smiting type classes, because if you roll at advantage a lot, you're gonna crit more often, and and of course if you crit, you might as well smite, unless of course you're hitting a pipsqueak. But like if you're hitting a big bad like that Revenant thing we were fighting, and you crit, it's like, oh yep, might as well smite.
By crit.
Well, my entire thing that if I was to multi-class, going into Artificer would allow me to imbue like my robes with extra
My God,
defense,
rogue
and I can
paladin.
imbue my weapons for extra damage. So then I have stacking damage where I have base damage of my attack, added
What's
damage
your
for
intelligence?
Artificer, added damage. I think it's a 12.
Oh my God.
You might not have enough for Artificer, because I believe the minimum requirement for dipping into classes, you have to have like a minimum of 13 on their main ability. So like, say if you ever fight, it's like technically, funny enough, I could dip into like Wizard or Artificer because my intelligence is 13.
Or it'd be something I do after level 8 and all that stuff, because you get stat
Right.
bonuses on level 8.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
dude.
think
Or
at
I could
level.
go find, or I could go find some
10
fruit and eat some intelligence fruit.
Oh, there you go. I want to get. I think at level 8, because I think I have enough feats. I have 2. And I could always save, a feat for like later on. But I think at level 8 I'll go with an ASI, and probably up my. Maybe max my dexterity, because I'm at 18. So I just need 2 more points to get up to 20.
What if I take?
I
10
find it
levels,
funny though. He was.
If I take
So
10 levels rogue, 10 levels.
it was
paladin,
funny
and I crit.
when Skirk was asking for was it Reese to roll stealth when he was in the bars. Like, he could have just used a passive stealth, roll or something, because
No.
it wasn't something he was actively doing,
No, I'm not.
or that you were
stealthing, no.
actively doing.
No point in stealthing.
Right, and that's
I
another
would've
thing
rolled
too.
bad anyways.
And I think also in order to, and also stealthing, it's not like in video games where you could just go, oh, I'm stealthing, you can't see me. It's more like, if it's like if you're not hiding but you want to apply your stealth to something, you'd say it as you're moving quietly, so that people who are not like actively paying attention to you
Oh,
won't
come on!
notice you.
I rolled good on stealth.
Oh yeah, you want to see mine? Want to see mine?
My stealth is so bad. Oh my God!
Mine's a +10.
Why?
Because I have +4 from dexterity, and I chose to expertise and stealth.
God dang it! I have a +3. I have a +3, man.
In your dex?
Yeah. I rolled really bad for my dex mod, dude.
That's yeah. You guys rolled heroic and stuff. I mean, +3 is not terrible, and you did expertise in your stealth, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
But I always roll bad. Like, my stealth rolls
funny
have
enough,
always been bad.
I guess rogues don't have to expertise in stealth, but it's typically a good idea to do so if you're a combat-oriented rogue, because Yeah, and what's nice is because you expertise in it, each time you gain proficiency, you're adding basically another 2 to that. Expertise is really nice. That's why I chose that optional feature for my ranger, because Tasha's added the feature where like, I guess in the DM's current campaign, the vanilla stuff would have worked, because he probably would have actually worked with it. But part of the problem with the favored terrain stuff is once you choose it, you can't really change it unless they added a thing in Tasha's. But like in Player's Handbook, you choose that terrain and you kind of stick with it, and then you could add more, I guess, terrains. But like if the campaign decides to go through different terrain types, it's basically a feature that's going to be on or off, unlike most other classes where it's like it's a feature that's most of the time on, kind of deal.
Well, most of the time that stuff like where you trained at is part of your background of why it's your favorite terrain. That's why they were. But
Yeah.
like, hey, you were a mountain, your favorite terrain.
But so, like I say, I went with the optional feature, and actually the optional feature also makes sense for my character because he's not that kind of ranger. He's not a. He can be kind of outdoor, like he's a survivalist kind of deal. Is I guess a more a better way to look at it, and he's also like more of a kind of more of like just a hunter kind of deal. But he does, I guess, have some druidic flavor because, like I say, the one optional feature allows me to choose expertise in one of my skills, and then another optional feature I chose. It's the reason why I have so many spells is at certain. I think it's like every 2 levels, starting at 3 or something, or I don't know. I have to look. I get a spell added to my spell list that doesn't count against spells known, which add that to the Gloomstalker aspect that also does the same thing. I basically get at certain junctures 2 extra spells. So I've got I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 spells total. Yeah, 5 level 1s, 3 level 2s. Yeah, you guys are gonna also like me a lot because I do have Pass Without Trace.
Alright, I'm gonna get off and have some dinner with Karen.
Sounds good, man. Tell her I said hi.
I will. Later, guys.
All right. Later, man. All right. I'm probably gonna hop off as well, Reese. I'll talk to you or see you on Saturday. I don't know if this is helpful. Because I don't know if you were doing this purposely in character. Like, if you're having a hard time remembering details of like stuff going on in the campaign, I've been taking notes. Like, I've been just typing up on a
I do.
notepad.
Sometimes I do that.
Oh, you do?
But
Okay.
also Reese is
Kind of scatterbrained.
so it makes sense that I just forget shit. So
No, it actually kind of does. So you know.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. See ya, man. Have a good one.
I will.
I'm gonna sneak up to them.
And I'm gonna sneak up to you.
I'm gonna sneak up to them. I'm gonna sneak up to them.
You can try.